Welcome back to EEE. This is the Nordic Cup. We're about to go into the grand final. I am, of course, Bricey, and I'm joined by my wonderful co-caster. That is Benson.
Hello, stream. Hope you are all having a good evening. If you are just joining us, you have just missed a fantastic game. TEC.Sweden versus Enigma. It went all the way to the last map in that losers bracket final, where TEC.Sweden finally grabbed it, looking dominant in Search and Destroy as we expected. 4-1 in that last map, and actually winning the overall series 4-3. Which means they are now going to go ahead and play Infensus in the grand final. But let's not forget, Infensus and TEC.Sweden met yesterday, where Infensus actually won that series 3-1. And Infensus looks so strong, and that means obviously because it's continuation, Infensus are going to start with a 3-1 lead in the best of 11 grand final.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome grand final. I mean, like I said, Tech just come on for win there, so they're going to be warmed up. They're going to be playing very well. They're going to have the momentum. Infensus are going to have the advantage, though, that they have beaten this team before, so they have to win less matches. They know they can beat these players. It's going to be interesting to see. We do have a special announcement for you, though, don't we, Benson?
We do indeed. It's we've been talking about it a little bit all night, and I think we touched on it a little bit yesterday. We've obviously been saying we have a few giveaways and a massive announcement from EEE. And well, you know what? I'm really pumped for it because I loved EGL 6. That was great. This has been a fantastic. We've seen some great Call of Duty, but the announcement itself, Bryce, I'll let you do it because I know you can big things up. You're the guy that can really get the crowd pumped.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you for the first time live here on the EEE live stream, we are going to see the trailer for EEE 2. Welcome back. Obviously, I really hope you enjoyed that trailer. It is awesome. I am looking forward to EEE 2. We're hoping to be commentating on that as well, me and Benson, and it looks like it's going to be incredible. Obviously, we are hyped for the Black Ops 2 season. Me and Benson are certainly going to go in on Black Ops 2.
Oh, yeah, that trailer is fantastic. We saw it for the first time just before we started casting. It is so awesome. So EE2 has now been announced. Obviously, they're looking at getting some massive numbers because it's going to be Black Ops 2. And I literally cannot wait for EE2. It looks awesome. Henke saying, come to Sweden. I would love to go to Sweden. It's one of the only places in the world that I actually don't think I've actually ever been to. So, I'd love to get a trip out there. I said earlier on, I want to try and get to as many lands as possible. And, EE2 is going to be a land, so I'm going to do absolutely everything I can to get out there.
Yep, and if you did like that actual trailer, I believe it was done by, how do you say, is that Illy or ILLE?
It's Illy. It's the same guy that did Tommy's montage, I believe. Not entirely sure. Yes.
I think it was, actually. I think you are right. He's quite a famous editor. I just had to make sure I did his name right. And if you are waiting around, obviously, we will get this grand final underway very shortly. I think every single one of the players is now in the lobby. And we also have the second Squid Grip giveaway to do after the grand final. So don't run away. Do hang around after that final, as we're going to launch into this grand final very shortly.
And TEC.Sweden have just announced officially in the stream that they are going to be at EE2. That's by Tech Chris. I gave him a quick shout out yesterday. But if you guys haven't done already, we're going into the grand final now. This is going to be the last time myself and Bricey cast Modern Warfare 3. It's the last tournament of Modern Warfare 3 we're going to see. So if you guys haven't done already, go ahead, tweet out the stream, tag myself, tag Bricey in those tweets. We may give you a shout out if they're good enough. But most importantly, let's just try and get some massive numbers for this last grand final that we're ever going to get to cast on. And I'm just looking, everyone's mocking at us for saying illy wrong, apparently. But hey, we're English. We're sorry. I apologize. But hey, yes, we are going to try and get this grand final underway. In terms of the maps that we're going to see as well, we're going to see some CTF Arkaden first, some S&E Dome, and then some CTF Dome after that. So we've got quite a lot of games to show you. It's going to be a best of 11. Tech starting 2 maps down. It's 3-1-2 Infensus in this best of 11. But like I say, guys, tweet out the stream. You can go ahead and retweet me, retweet Bricey. We've both been tweeting out the stream as much as you can. Let's just try and get as many numbers in the stream as we possibly can. But we are going to get underway with this CTF on Arkaden.
Yeah, here we go. I'm actually going to jump on board with the SAS team right now and see what they can do. And that is actually TEC.Sweden. So we're going to jump on board with them. I'm actually on board right now with Tech Alex, as he seems to run out right now. And you know what? It looks like he's being quite aggressive, going for that middle. Smoke up as well. That wasn't him, that was the other team, so they're going to be somewhere around there.
Yeah, interesting strategy there being used by Infensus, actually opting to throw that smoke. But Infensus, as we saw yesterday, so very strong at CTF, and they've started off the same way, getting 3 down, leaving Marks to do a little bit of defensive work all by himself. He is actually getting challenged. He shut down Brando. There's another Infensus player right in front of him who's just made himself through to the wards Casimira, but manages to take Nixon down as well. So good defensive play there from Marks.
Yeah, Marks is actually holding this down for his team right now as he gets another kill, not letting Infensus get anywhere near. Brando's the only one up as Infensus do go 3 down, and Marks is going to try and hold this area. He's going to try and hold this area. I thought for a second he might be aggressive and push, but no. Infensus is just too strong. Brando taking 2 down. He's going to be somewhere near that flag right now as it looks like they're going on the defensive. Tech Marks going back to Link to hold, make sure nobody comes through.
Yeah, Marks again doing a little bit of defensive work. Tech now Infensus are so very strong and dominant in CTF that they are going to have to rely heavily on their search and destroy game to pull them through. And they haven't been looking too strong at search and destroy. Obviously, they lost those 2 maps earlier on to Enigma, but finally managing to win that 3rd S&D. But let's not forget they're starting 2-0 down in this best of 11. Infensus only have to win 3 maps. So, you know, those 3 CTFs that they're going to play, Tech really needs to try and mix things up, really apply the pressure on this Infensus team.
Here we go, on board with Marks still. Has he actually died? No, he has not. 4-0 right now as he's now completed it. Brando, another 2-piece there. Brando just keeps picking these up. He's slaying heavily for his team. Marks, 4-0. Brando, 6-3. And there we go. Actually gets taken down eventually by TMW as we default over to Alex.
Yeah, once again, Tech digging in the back of the spawn, just waiting to see if they can get 2 or 3 Infensus players down before actually making a push. And Alex is going to get challenged by Brando once again, who is top fragging 7-3 with an SMG for Infensus. As we default now over to Svan on this right-hand side, going to throw that Semtex. Isn't going to connect. See someone up top though. Wow, that Semtex actually got a hit marker, but Svan was pretty much screwed. A player above him and a player to his right. Not much he could do, but Alex now needs to do some defensive work for Tech.
Yeah, you know what, Tech just seem to be holding the line at the moment. Every time Infensus get fans, they just get defused. But you know what, Tech actually trying to come out and paint Svan as we get onto ball with him. He's in a little bit of trouble, but no, actually gets that incredible nade, and he's going to push through A-Dom. And actually, they're just going to cause Infensus to go on the defensive. They know Svan is going to be somewhere in that area, and he's going to actually push hard. There we go, Svan taking down someone. He's going to go for this flagpole now.
Yeah, massive change of momentum in this game there. Tech manages to get some map control for the first time in the game, and Svan pulling that flag, but there was Stoltz in green to put a stop to that. He also took down Burns as well. Alex doesn't actually need to go for that pickup actually just yet, but he has actually gone for it, as I believe Brando has also counter-pulled that flag, but lots of stuns going on, and there was really not much Alex could do. If TMW gets that kill, but Svan putting a stop to his flag going anywhere, and actually getting the return. So both flags back on base now, but Mark's playing very well for Tech, 7-2 right now.
Here we go, Svan. What is he going to do? It looks like he's actually cutting all the way through green, so he's going to push that spawn up the top now. As he looks like, oh, there he goes. Wow, you know what? Incredible play there from Tech, coming back, cutting them out, and Svan now ready to push forward again.
Yeah, too many times you see teams overextend, not go back to the flag, and lose silly flags. And right now we've seen Tech really apply the pressure. They got 3 down, 4 down, 2 players off spawn. Flag has been pulled. We're on board with Svan, as actually no, Nixon puts a stop to Burns' momentum as he gets that Semtex, and now Svan is actually going to try and pick up that flag. This happened last time, but he got heavily stunned, and the same thing has happened. Stoltz with another 2-piece, putting a stop to that flag, but that flag actually is still off base. Finally gets returned, and Ooh, flag actually pulled now for Infensus.
Oh, can Burns pick up this kill? And he doesn't. And this flag is going to be away now. As he tries to get the stun on, Nixon picks it up. And you know what? It's kills going off everywhere. TEC managed to get that return, though, and hold it off for them.
Yeah, lots and lots of kills being exchanged. A very, very close game for now, as Svan gets some nice shots there on Nixon up top. 52 seconds left. You just see him crawling down the staircase, desperately trying to find an Infensus player, but isn't that just your luck? Brando right behind him, throwing that nade. Gonna try and throw it back, but what a great nade that was from Brando. Caught Alex completely off guard, and now Burns is going to have to do a little bit more of defensive work right on the back of his flag. 36 seconds left. He is not going to want to give away a flag. He gets challenged by TMW, shutting him down. One more player in green. Can he find the second kill? Doesn't look like it, as Nixon actually blows up the van.
Yeah, he does. Like I said, back on board with TEC. No flags capped in this half of Capture the Flag. Do you reckon we'll see a final push? I mean, it's getting a little bit late now. Maybe one final over. As Infensus Brando, he's close. Farn holding down this green area. Where is he? You know what? It's too late now for a flag pull, and it looks like we're going to actually see this side end 0-0.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to see another 0-0. We haven't really seen that many flag pulls today in the CTS. We've been seeing it just, shows how much it means to both these teams that they are playing a little bit more defensively than they normally do. The prize pool these guys are playing for is pretty significant, so they are going to maybe change things up a little bit, but this first side is going to end 0-0 as we change things up, change team, and get on board with Infensus for this second side.
Yeah, on board with Infensus, and they want to take this one. If they can take this first map, they can build on what they've already got, that 3-1 advantage in this best of 11, and it looks like Brando's trying to get on the top, but he has actually been stunned straight away. Yeah,
let's have a look. Brando has just seen two TEC players. Need to try and make that shot. Oh, great headshot there, shutting down Martz. Knows there's going to be one more mid-map, but that's actually 3 down. Burns is going to have to do a lot of clutch work. He's getting rushed by all 3 Infensus players. They know roughly where he is. Flag is going to be pulled. Burns is going to get taken down, but Martz just there when you needed him.
Yeah, he was just there when he needed him. And there we go, Infensus TMW as we default over to him, doing a little bit of defensive work as he's actually just holding down this link area, checking both ways to make sure nobody gets that flag out from away from it. And now he's given the license to actually push back up as his team have come back around him.
Yeah, let's have a look. TMW now is going to see Spawn on that front of the bar area, shutting him down. Brando taking down Martin. Once again, Burns is going to be left all by himself, but this time he isn't going to be able to do any defensive work as TMW knows there's a TEC player there, but Alex, he could go clutch right now. He shut down TMW. Brando immediately changing his route, but Alex does get shut down by Stoltz. Martz is going to be somewhere near that flag, but Brando can afford to just jump this, and that is going to be 1-0 to Infensus. And let's not forget, yesterday when we saw these two teams play, the CTF scores were very, very low. I think it was 1 flag in each game we saw, and it was Infensus who took them all.
Yeah, I certainly did. And there we go. Like I said, Brando actually pushed straight up A-Dom, and can he get this second kill from long range? Unfortunately, I think the PP90 actually just let him down a little bit there. Infensus TMW actually got this flag away right now as Nixon gets dropped as well. Wow, you know what? Nixon trying now to is he going to pull this flag? I mean, he's actually watching A-Dom, and they're all going to be spawning in that burger area or just up top of the back, and he's got to be careful where they are.
Yeah, Nixon got a great wallbang and actually went to pull a flag. Unfortunately, though, Martz was there to put an end to that. 3 minutes still to go as it stands at Infensus with a very, very fragile 1-0 lead as Alex jumps onto that flag, but Brando was there on that staircase to put a stop to it. Will that nade take down Burns? That is the question. No, it won't. Burns still alive somewhere near that enemy flag. Nixon now doing that defensive work, but TEC.Sweden doing such a good job. They've got Infensus spawning where they want them to. They're now spawning in that top storage area, which means there is a TEC place somewhere in the green area to the right of the Infensus spawn. So TEC dictating the spawns well, but not able to pull the flag just yet.
Yeah, as I'm on board with Nixon, quite interesting actually. He's using the suppressed ACR. That is not something we see really ever in this game. And we sometimes see Untouched and Destroy, but in Capture the Flag, you usually want the stopping power if you have to make that kill. But there we go. Infensus Brando actually got that flag away. He's picked up a kill as well. And this might be an incredible flag run. Look at him go as Nixon picks up a kill. Svan, only one who can stop this now. Where is he?
I don't think Svan is going to be able to put a stop to that. Infensus set up so very well. That is going to be 2-0 now to Infensus on this CTF on Arkaden. And Brando is going to get challenged by Svan in green. He shuts him down. 2 minutes left. This looks like it's going to go Infensus' way.
It does look like it's going to go Infensus' way. They are showing just how good they are. And speaking of which, look at Brando. 21 for 13. He's also done 2 flags. He's the key player right now. He's holding this all down for them as we actually do jump on board with him, holding down the screen area, picking up another kill. And I think there's another person in the screen area as well. But no, he's actually going back for the defensive.
Yeah, doing the smart thing. They don't want to throw away this 2-0 lead. They've managed to create it. Why throw it away with the last 1 minute 28? They know TEC.Sweden can clutch when necessary. We've seen them do it time after time after time. So Infensus aren't going to take any risks. And if they do manage to win this, which it looks like they are going to go ahead and do, they're going to have a 4-1 map advantage in this best of 11.
There we go, and I said they've actually pulled this flag over, and Brando has the flag. He's challenging up top, but TMW takes him down. Can he get this away? This will put this completely out of reach, but no, gets taken down by Martin. You know what, Tech are going to have to do something incredible right now if they want to try and stop this being the first map to Infensus.
Yeah, it really, really doesn't look like they're going to be able to do anything at all. You know, TEC.Sweden just don't look strong enough in the CTF against Infensus. We saw it yesterday, but Infensus are so very strong at what they do. It'd be great to see Infensus at EE too. If I'm honest, they're playing so well. You see Brando just putting extra shots into Burns. He knows he's managed to win this, and that's going to put them 4-1 up now in this best of 11 grand final, which essentially means they're now only 2 maps away from taking it.
Yeah, like I said, you've got to look at Brando's stats at the moment. 25 for 15, 3 assists. He's also managed to get, I think that's 3 flag pulls for him. Just an incredible achievement. I mean, like I said, he has been the key player right now, as we are still on board with him. He's got that ACR out. Looks like they're going defensive. Svan is there, but you know what? They've pulled a flag, but it's too little too late. Yeah,
it's just going to be a consolation flag for TEC.Sweden, and Burnsvik runs in. He does actually get it. That's going to be 2-1. But right at the end, there was really no point. I guess, like you say, it was a consolation flag. So, very, very close game. But Infensus now, wow, 4-1 up in this grand final. You have to say momentum in their way. It looks like they're going to go ahead and take it. But in terms of what these guys are actually playing for, I mean, first place is essentially playing for €290. Second place, 175. I mean, Enigma, they've walked away with €115 per team. So that's quite a nice prize pool, to be fair. But, the difference between first and second is quite significant. So, TEC.Sweden aren't going to give up just yet, but Infensus looks set to take that €290 right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible, really. But so we're actually going to go on to the second map. You know what? That actually makes Infensus 4-1 in this best of 11. So they only need 2 more to put this firmly in their pocket. But Tech, they really are good at S&D. So this next map might go in their favour.
Yeah, to be fair, it's hard to say because Infensus on S&D yesterday did look very, very strong. I mean, it was so very close, but we're going to be on Seatown S&D, like you say, and it could be anyone's game. I mean, if Infensus win this next map, you have to say they're going to take the series because they're only going to be 1 map away, and they're going to look so very strong.
Yeah, I said they are. They're going to look really, really good. I mean, as we go on to the next search and destroy, I mean, it could be interesting to see how they set up on this. I mean, Tech usually quite defensive in theirs, and you know what? Brando had such a good game. They'll be on such a high, knowing they're 4-1 up. I mean, they'd have to lose so badly over the course of this final to actually give it away. But like I said, we're gonna see how they do at the moment, and just how they continue on through the rest of the search and destroy.
Yeah, for Infensus now to drop this would be a massive, massive fail. If I'm honest, I can't see it happening, but it's gonna be close. That's for certain. I mean, it all comes down to whether TEC.Sweden can really get their head back in the game and approach it step by step. But we can see the game is now actually getting prepared, and I think we're going to get straight underway. I think everyone is actually there, so we can get this game started. But, it's like I say, Tech now have to approach this step by step. They can't afford to just say, yeah, we're going to win it. They literally just need to, round by round in S&D and minute by minute in CTF if they're going to have any chance of clawing back in this grand final.
Yeah, and I said on this Seatown, you know what? I actually like the fact Seatown stayed in as such a destroy map. It works really well. And just the different ways they play out. I mean, sometimes you do see that push down the right-hand side, but usually they'll try and just be very, very slow. The defensive team will be holding some of these little choke points here and there, and it really relies on them first couple of engagements entirely how it goes.
Yeah, absolutely. It does all come down to those first engagements. You need to make sure that you win that first gunfight, really give your team a chance of going ahead and taking it. But it looks like we are just waiting for one of the players to get back. I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but I really, going back to EE2, we just saw the trailer before the grand final. I'm so excited for that right now. I mean, that trailer looks so good, didn't it?
It really does, and I couldn't be more excited myself. I mean, we casted EEE last time from home. Hopefully, we'll be out there this time, Benson. Me and you in Sweden. You will not be wearing that Sweden flag there this time. I can guarantee
Oh,
that.
I will. I will. If it's in Sweden, I'm going to be repping that Swedish flag. I love that Swedish flag too much. But yes, we are going to get underway now with this search and destroy on Seatown. On board with the attacking team first, and that is going to be TEC. As I'm actually defaulted over to Svan, who has gone for a very ambitious quick rush up on towards this top A building. But there's normally someone around there. Svan going to throw that stun, isn't going to connect just yet, so there has to be a player maybe underneath him. But he's being very cautious, actually opting to throw both of his stuns, but not finding any of the Infensus players just yet.
No, he hasn't. And you know what? I swear he actually changed from his PP90 into an ACR. They're doing that trick where if you don't shoot or anything, you can actually change guns about 10 seconds into the round on Modern Warfare 3. So he has done that and chose to go with an ACR, even though he's primarily an SMG player.
Yeah, completely agree with you. I mean, Svan is opted to take this ACR proficiency sort of, opting to use it at long range and hoping those gunfights he can engage himself in are going to be better, which, to be fair, in Search and Destroy, you can sort of dictate the way that you want to play it, whereas in CTF, you do get rushed a lot more. It's more close quarter combat, I guess. Whereas Svan, right now you can see exactly what he's trying to do. He's trying to pinpoint where this Infensus players are and really take them down. He does see TMW, and that's exactly my point right there. He wouldn't be able to do that with an SMG, and right now TEC now are in a 4 versus 2 scenario, and they need to make these search and destroys count. This is their only chance of clawing back into this grand final.
Yeah, so here we go. Svan actually pushed up quite far, and there he goes. Svan in a brilliant position. He was so far ahead, the player actually tried to look round, didn't even see him, and just shot him in the side there. So it looks like TEC actually taking this first round on S&D.
Yeah, we see TEC so good at search and destroy on those attacking rounds. I mean, they really do push up far, and it's just as if they know when to push. They don't do anything stupid. They don't make any silly mistakes, and we will now change team, get on board with Infensus on the attacking side. But let's not take anything away from Infensus. I mean, yesterday we saw them play very, very well. I mean, it was some really close games against TEC.Sweden. We know they can play Search and Destroy as well, as I'm on board with Brando, who's actually got the bomb. And again, he's gone to this spot that we saw him use yesterday. He's actually going towards the market area, and this is, oh wow, if he connects with that, I saw Prof. Shane do that at EGL8. Crazy nade spot, but it doesn't look like Brando's going to get lucky this time. But, fair play to him trying something a little different. But as it stands, 2 minutes still to play, yet to see first kill.
You know what? It's amazing the way these teams always set up for this game. I mean, you do see various different tactics, and I'm actually on board with Brando, who has the bomb up top now, and it looks like he's just looking around. Now, like I said before, they're just trying to pick up a kill or something so they can secure this A area. They keep checking. Neither team wants to be too aggressive. I mean, like I said, S&D is completely a numbers game, and it always has been. If you can get an advantage in numbers, you can push one way on the map, you can push the other way. Oh no, that was a bad decision there from Brando. I mean, usually you see players crawl along that area so they can't be seen. He ran straight out and paid the price. Yeah,
Nixon knows Marks is going to be somewhere to his left, probably on top of those boxes on a head glitch. But he's actually opting to try and challenge this, but TEC.Sweden are going to be so defensive. It's 4-on-3. Does see Marks, but nice play by Nixon. Actually crawling around that corner took Marks completely by surprise. You would have thought Marks would have won that gunfight. He would have been pre-aiming the middle area, just making sure no one crossed. He's got to expect that sort of thing, but that's going to make it 3 versus 3 scenario. TMW currently on a donut. He's going to want to try and change things up a little bit very, very fast, but 55 seconds left. Infensus don't even have the bomb. They really need to try and get hands on that bomb and dedicate themselves to bomb stack, but Svan taking down Nixon. TMW picking up that bomb, 2 versus 3, and this is the question now. In this short amount of time, you really have to make your choice. Which bomb are you going to go to?
Yeah, I mean, let's see, here we go. He looks like he's actually going to T. Oh, was that a fake there? Was he trying to fake out the player? It looks like he was actually. He has actually gone for the fake, but no, here we go. He's going for it now, and here we go. Stoltz, is he near him enough to cover him? He is, but only from one way. And there we go. This bomb is actually going to go down. 2 versus 3. Bomb down. They have the advantage if they can get away now. Stoltz managed to pick down 1. 2 versus 2, and they are in a good position to defend this bomb.
Yeah, they have got themselves into a very nice position. It looked like they weren't going to be in the best of positions. You see TMW playing very sneaky, sitting in a corner, but it looks like it is going to pay dividends to him. Stoltz and TMW. Oh, wow. TMW, lots of shots fired. Burns, 2 piece.
Wow.
You do not want to be holding hands in Search and Destroy, and Burns has made them pay pay the price. Wow. Burns going in on that Search and Destroy, and that is going to give them a 2-0 lead right now. Did not expect that.
Yeah, that was just ridiculous. I mean, Burns has got to be happy now. He probably didn't mean to pick up that second player, but I can't believe he missed them shots first of all, coming from them. But I just unbelievable. I mean, that's not something you ever want to happen in Search and Destroy. It looked like they had that there, and then that unlucky shot there, Burns cut through the pair of them, and they both went down, and you know what, gave them the second round.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice play by Burns, clutching it when he needed to most. But you've got to say, from Infensus' point of view, you don't want to be holding hands like that. They were very, very close, and they knew where Burns was, and he managed to dip out and get the two-piece. So fair play to Burnsy there, currently top fragging 4-1 for TEC.Sweden. Very, very good S&D player. Svan 3-1. It's these two once again. They just are so dominant in Search and Destroy. And already we've seen Nixon get dropped in this round as Alex making his way towards that bomb site. Stoltz shuts him down as well. 4 versus 2. And TEC.Sweden, this is the dominance in Search and Destroy I've been on about. This is where they really, really kick it into the next gear.
There we go. Oh, no, taken down by TMW, but you know what? It looks like they're going to try and go down. And you know what? They've actually got in a good position here. If they can plant on this B bomb, they're going to be able to defend it. They've got someone in top green covering the back of them. So, you know what? Like I said, are they going to put this down? No, shots go in. Svan's actually hiding in that corner, waiting for someone to push.
Absolutely, Svan doing such a good job. Such a good job. Like you say, hiding in the corner. Can he find the second? Yes, he can. But Brando shutting him down. 2 versus 1. Brando all by himself. Burns knows exactly where he is. And you would expect this bomb to go down. Mark's currently planting. Burns doesn't need to be too aggressive at all. He can wait for that bomb to go down. Surely that should have gone down by now, I would have thought. But I'm going to switch over. Mark's actually isn't planting the bomb. Brando's shutting Burns down. Mark's actually getting a few shots on him. He knows roughly where he is. He needs to pick off this kill. He has to be in one of those corners, surely. Where has Brando gone?
I really don't know. He seemed to just disappear, and obviously, I think he's just disengaged now. He has. There he is. Wow, managed to bamboozle him a little bit as Infensus come a little bit back into this one now. He was waiting. He was convinced he wasn't going to come the other way, and there we go. Picked off Tech Marts. He didn't really have a chance there as he was already pre-aimed in.
Really, really smart play there coming from Infensus. Brando, really, really smart play. I mean, he disengaged and then immediately engaged again when Tech thought it was okay to pop out, but we'll change team, get on board with Infensus on the attacking side. Brando, I'm on board with straight off the bat. He's actually got the bomb once again, making his way straight through the middle of the map. And, ooh, very, very cautious. It looks like he is actually going to dedicate himself to B. We don't normally see Brando do that at the start of Search and Destroy. He normally takes his time, decides where he wants to go, going to throw that frag on that right-hand side building, not going to connect, though, and finally making his way back towards the middle of the map, somewhere where he's normally at.
There we go, Infensus Brando. He's moving around an awful lot as he's gone all the way back to the A side, and he's looking for people. Like I said, they always try and get just one kill, see someone out of position, and it's more difficult for the attacking side because always the Tech who are on the defense now, they'll sit back, they'll be, like I said, laying across that back of the spawn, hiding behind B bomb. There'll be one in that library. There'll probably be one right at the back by it'll either be in that courtyard or it'll be behind the truck. So it's difficult. There'll be another player probably somewhere near that marketplace as well. So it's difficult for Brando doing it correctly this time. He has not run straight across and get shut down. He's actually crawled across. They can't see him. So he won't put this bomb down now. I mean, the risk of sound of getting heard doing it is too much, but he's in a good position. No, he's actually going to go for it. Has he got people in position to cover him?
Yeah, it looks like Brando is going to be planting that bomb and getting it down as well, as Burns is currently dead for Tech, so it's 4 versus 3. Brando getting very, very stunned. Let's have a look. He's actually going to rotate straight back in towards this bottom A building. TMW taking down Alex, and it looks like Infensus are going to have a good job doing that, and yes, they are. They're going to level things up in this Search and Destroy 2 rounds apiece.
Yeah, Infensus coming back into this now. Good play by them, actually. Brando went straight for it. He did actually have cover there, so he was able to do it, and, you know, wasn't going to get shot in the back because his teammate had his back, per se. So we're going to jump on board with Tech now, see if they can win their attack.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll change team now. Get on board with Tech on the attack. I'm defaulted straight onto Alex, who's making a quick rush through the middle of the map. Going to throw that stun. Isn't going to connect, though, so he knows there isn't any of the Infensus players. And then, huge nade right into the back of the map. Actually gets a hit marker. Oh, he's going to be annoyed about that. He would have loved to get that kill.
Yeah, he would have loved that. That would have been a really good way to start this round. But you know what? On board with Tech, Alex he's looking at this courtyard, hoping someone's going to push him there, and coming around that corner, so dangerous. There's usually someone watching.
Yeah, there is normally someone around there, but it's still 4 versus 4. Yet to see a kill as we just get underneath the 2-minute mark. And you can see everyone playing very, very defensively. And let's just remind you, as it stands, there was a little bit of confusion in the score total. It's 3-0 to Infensus in map score. They started with a 2-0 lead, and they took that first CTF. So TEC really need to get off the mark now, as they haven't won a map so far in this grand final.
TEC Alex actually looking through that little gap in the crates, hoping someone will come around. It'd be really good if there was a way to fake a plant right now, but obviously he can't. But the rest of his team are all coming around to this area to defend him as well. So it looks, oh no, he's been heavily stunned there, and he's going to be in trouble. As that nade also come behind him, so he's going to have to push forward, and he is pre-spraying as he gets taken down by TMW.
Yeah, interestingly, he went for the pre-spray and the moving at the same time. Spawn going for an ambitious nade right there. Be very surprised if that connected. Doesn't look like it is going to. Oh, he is going to get shot. Wow! Oh, my days. He actually went for the hipfire and took down Nixon. Very, very nice play indeed coming from Spawn. Currently a 3-on-1 scenario. TMW all by himself. I'm going to change team. Get on board with TMW for Infensus, as he does get shut down immediately there by TEC Bones.
Yeah, I said he did actually get completely shut down. Unfortunate for him there. Bad situation to be in is a 3v1, so it wasn't an awful lot you can do. Sometimes you see it happen, but more often than not, especially with top flight Call of Duty, they'll actually just lock it down, they'll play patient, and they won't make the mistakes. But I said we're actually going to stay on board with Infensus now, as I'm actually defaulted onto Brando, who's now running SMG, and it looks like he might go straight through the middle.
Yeah, again, we're seeing Brando pick up the bomb. He's definitely the Infensus bomb carrier, as Marks gets early shots there on Stoltz. Within the first 15 seconds, Brando's going to know roughly where he is. Getting that stun, this should be a kill for him, surely. It is indeed. Now leveling the playing field, 3 kills apiece, but TEC know where Brando is, so expect a challenge soon, surely. But no, they've actually let him go, and Brando managing to escape out of that corner.
Yeah, so there we go. Brando, he's just trying to get away now. They have the advantage, though, in Fences. 3 versus 2, and it looks like he's actually going to go around the back. Where are they? Yeah, he's going completely for the flank. Alex, only one alive now. Where is he? He's probably going to be somewhere near this B-bomb area, floating in between that and library. But there you go, actually taken down by Nixon in the end, taking this to a 3-3 on Search and Destroy.
Yeah, once again, we're seeing TEC.Sweden take to 3-3 in Search. They just haven't looked as dominant as they normally do in Search and Destroy today for some strange reason. But Svan and Burns, once again, top fragging in Search and Destroy for TEC.Sweden. Svan 6-4, Burns 5-4, as we will actually go ahead and get on board with Infensus once again, who are going to be on attack. As Brando, again, is going to tell them, I'm actually going to switch things up. I'm going to get on board with someone doing something different. Stoltz is actually rushing top A. Let's have a look, see if he has any luck or glory. But as it stands, Infensus 3-0 up in this best of 11. Stoltz desperately trying to make that 4-0.
Yeah, he is trying to make it 4-0, and then we go. Stoltz up the top now as he looks. He's trying to clear out this A building, make sure nobody's actually pushed forward that far. I mean, they haven't done it so far, but you can never take that for granted in Search and Destroy, and you never want to either. That'd be a horrific mistake. But there you go. Stoltz trying to stun check, doesn't get that either. And like I said, they're just trying to find a player.
Yeah, it's all about that early kill. If you can get yourself off 1 kill on the board, then you're going to have all the momentum going into the last few minutes of the Search and Destroy. Stoltz just going to take his time. I'm actually going to change player now, see who is where. Burns getting first blood, shutting down Nixon. TMW is going to be covering the white wall, it looks like, with his AR from distance. He's actually got focus proficiency on, though, not impact. So if someone does jump over, they can jump back, maybe get a bit of a sponge going on. Brando taking down Martz, so it's going to be 3 versus 3. TMW does not want to push at all.
No, he really doesn't want to push. And there's like, I'm on board with Stoltz as he try. Oh, was there a player there, or was that a dead body just moving? It looks like it was just a dead body moving. So he hasn't actually gone anywhere. Oh, he is firing just in case, though. As Svan actually takes down Brando, and now Stoltz and TMW disadvantage there. They've got to go up against Svan, Burns, and Alex. Yeah,
2 versus 3 scenario, 1 minute. But Infensus do have the privilege of having the bomb in their hands right now, as it is actually going to be Stoltz with the bomb, who is top A still, so it looks like, Infensus are dedicating themselves towards that A bomb. TMW trying to give some mid-map cover, and the pressure is definitely on at 3-3 in Search and Destroy. Infensus 1 man down, desperately trying to get that bomb down, but, they're standing next to each other again. They're too close, for my opinion. I don't like the way that this is going for Infensus.
No, I said this isn't going Fences away. However, TMW actually picks up Svan. It looks like Stoltz may actually go for the bomb plant here as he goes across it. And he is going to go for it, but he has been stun checked. That is bad news for him, as they're going to know he's there as he still tries to put this bomb down. Where is TMW?
That was actually TMW who actually stunned his teammate there, and that is not going to pay any dividends as Stoltz gets taken down by Alex. 2 versus 1. Burns and Alex up against TMW. TMW is going to get an easy kill, and the two-piece. Let's go, TMW, shutting down Tech. Alex and Burns are not going to be happy about that. That was some great play there by TMW. Actually, that reminds me a lot of Phobia Battle King from EGL 7 when he got a very, very nice 1v3 clutch. A similar two-piece there on that bomb carrier. But wow, Infensus 4-0 up now in this grand final best of 11. 2 maps away. Next map we're going to see is going to be some CTF on Dome.
Yeah, you know what? If TMW was just a second quicker there, he would have actually got taken out and it would have been their game. So sometimes quicker isn't always better. But wow, TMW 7 for 4 at the end of that. Managed to get the last 2 kills very, very quickly. But, you know, we're going to go on to the next CTF map here. And Infensus kind of running away with this now.
Yeah, Infensus really, really going in. I mean, they played so very well all throughout this tournament. And it's just one of those things that just doesn't look like Tech have a response to it. I mean, like I said a little bit earlier on, Tech haven't been playing as dominant as they normally do in Search and Destroy. Bit of a shame, but they just need to get off the board, get a little bit of confidence going, because they do not want Infensus to win this next map. If Infensus win CTF on Dome, they're going to have all the momentum in this best of 11 grand final, and they're just going to go ahead and take it.
Yeah, they are going to go ahead and take it. But like I said, here we go. Capture the flag on Dome. One of the very, very quick capture the flag maps. Good spawn traps both sides of this map as well. It comes down to whoever can control the middle properly, who can get that control and push the other team out of their spawn and just get them in the correct spawn traps so they can get that flag back.
Absolutely. I mean, we saw TEC.Sweden go clutch earlier on in that losers bracket game against Enigma with that epic stopwatch where they managed to cap it with just 1 second left. And I'm going to get on board with the top team, who is going to be Infensus. And we're going to see how they are going to set up. Defaulted on Stoltz. And we'll just change things up by getting straight on board with an SMG, as TMW has actually made a quick rush out this right-hand side towards the bunker area. So he may actually be going for a very, very quick pull. This is actually personally one of my strategies I do on CTF Dome when I play SMG. Not that I play very well, but this is definitely something I try and do.
Yeah, there we go. TMW actually stunning there. And he actually has got a stun check. He shot in the wrong area, unfortunately for him. But Brando is there as well. He's going to probably try and clear this up, but can't see him in that corner. And he's actually got shots on as March shuts him down as well.
Yeah, Nixon is just going to do a little bit of defensive work, cooking that nade. No spawn somewhere in that room, and he should get that kill. Oh, he does indeed. But I thought it was actually a two-piece with TMW that took down Alex. Burns taking down Nixon and Stoltz. Brando is going to be in there, but Burns did not expect that. And Brando now just relieving some of that TEC.Sweden pressure that was just applied onto Infensus right there.
Yeah, there we go. Like I said, he's trying to deflect a little bit as Svan actually takes down Brando as well. They are in a bit of a bad position here. Only one person actually inside, but they haven't got that spawn trap on, so they're going to be able to track back and just hold off. There's no one in that corridor either, so actually they're going to let them push in a bit, but TMW two-piece to shut them out completely, and this is going to give them a chance to push out, get some control right now, and it looks like the entirety of this team is actually pushing up as TMW gets a third player. Mark's only one alive, but he has actually picked up Brando.
Yeah, Nixon is doing a great job taking down Alex. Mark shuts him down, though, as I default over to TMW now, but Svan shuts him down now on board with Brando, just trying to make his way outside, but you can see he actually has a teammate on those satellites area. It's actually Stoltz at satellites, and Stoltz has just done a great job there because all he's had to do is control that loading base side so his teammates could break out relatively easy without any applied pressure from TEC.Sweden. But as you can see, Nixon now has to do some defensive work, has TMW in support, but he cooked that nade, didn't anticipate his teammate to be so close, so had to launch that out the window. Bit of a waste, but there is Svan rushing in, taking down TMW, but Nixon, nice headshot, shutting down that pressure once again.
Yeah, there we go. Nixon, like I said, he's now going to try and push up. They've got the kills there. There's 2 of Tech down. They have the opportunity to push out right now, and they need to. They need to get some momentum. They need to get some flags. Infensus, there we go. He's trying to push out. Shots fired on both of them, and actually gets taken down. Burns with the pistol whip, and TMW is now left to defend. Yeah,
TMW has to do a little bit more defensive work as TEC.Sweden applying so much pressure, but just not able to get a break so far. 2 minutes 36 still to go. TMW is going to get challenged from front door, but Nixon is there to shut down Svan. There is another TEC.Sweden player in there. That was actually Alex. He managed to take down Brando before TMW shut him down. But once again, Infensus doing what we saw them do yesterday, absorbing all this TEC.Sweden pressure and then throwing it straight back at them and managing to rush out. And it wouldn't surprise me maybe if we saw a bit of a counter cap coming from Infensus sometime soon.
There we go. I said on board with TMW playing this defensive role. They don't seem to be able to hold the map very well. Every time they push out, Tech are actually pushing them straight back into the building. But there we go. 2 of them down right now, and it looks like they're going to pick up the 3rd as well. TMW going absolutely huge for his team then, and managed to just break it completely. But oh no, Burns is there to take him down. Nixon takes down Martz. Well, this could be a flag pull if they can just get in there. Stoltz actually getting a team kill as Brando moves in, but gets taken down by Alex as well. And you know what? That was bad for Infensus there. They had the opportunity to get that away.
Yeah, it was just an unfortunate team kill. Not really much they could do about it. It was very, very unfortunate play. The Semtex was being thrown into the dome to see if they could block any tech spawns, but it was exactly like I said. You know, Infensus playing on that counter. They don't mind being in their own spawn. They're very good at digging in, and this is exactly what they do now. Now they have that map control. You see them push for that flag, and they've been very unlucky twice there. Svan in a very good spawn managing to take down Brando, and now TMW is just going to do what he was doing at the very start of the game for the first 2 minutes, essentially. Just going to defend his flag. Doesn't need to push out just yet. Can afford to take his time. There's 1 minute 15. Infensus aren't in any sort of trouble. As it stands, it's still 0-0 in this CTF on Dome, as Brando does shut down Svan. Alex is going to be there shutting down TMW, but Brando's going to be pre-aiming him. I'd be very, very surprised if Brando gets that gun from where he is right now.
Yeah, that's it. Really can. But you know what? Infensus just can't seem to get out. Every time they push it, they've got no map control right now, and they're actually just being pinned back in. And you know what? That could go horrifically bad for them. One good push by Tech could push them out, but Nixon actually gone all the way around. He could go for a rat round here, but no. Get shut down by Martz, and you know what? It doesn't look like Infensus is going to do anything on this side.
Yeah, like I said, Infensus are just going to dig in. They know that they can absorb the pressure. They do it time after time, and they're very, very good at what they do. So in terms of them, they don't mind playing some counter Call of Duty. I mean, Brando right now, he just defended 1 kill. He knows he's going to be being rushed by some more Tech players. It's the 23-second mark. So if Tech are going to make a push, it's going to be right about now, but it actually doesn't look like they have done, as Brando may actually be able to just get outside of Verdun Bay relatively uneasy.
Yeah, there we go. Tech actually making another push. So Stoltz has got to defend. He's on his own. He's got one. And you know what? Nixon's managed to spawn in, so he's not actually going to have any problem there, as that time is going to run out. And it's going to go 0-0 in this first half. And you know what? Tech actually looking like the dominant team at the moment. Tech Martz 8 for 2.
Yeah, Mart's having a very, very good start to this game. But TMW 11-8. So when Infensus have actually pushed, TMW has been the main player to get those kills, and he's been doing it very, very well indeed. We will change things up, get on board with Team Tech, and see if they can try and continue that momentum we've just seen them have, and actually try and get a few flags.
Yeah, so what can they do? I mean, like I said, it's all going to come down to this second half. Neither team's going to let it go. Like you said before, Benson, both these teams, there seems to be low flag caps in these games that they play. I mean, they played yesterday. We saw 1-0 games on both caps of the flags. And like I said, they're absorbing, both teams trying to absorb the pressure here. Mart's in a good position to defend any pressure from the Infensus, but they're having the same problem. The Infensus are pushing back into this building.
Yep, you're going to see Burns very, very defensive. Although, actually, that's 4 down. Wow, that was a complete change of the run of events. Tech getting 4 down there. Burns is going to backtrack, just check that front door, make sure no one escapes. And actually, Svan with the flags actually opted to run that middle. Has the support of Alex, but he's getting heavily stunned from absolutely everywhere. So now he is actually going to have to think twice about the route he pulls it. Has some more support in the form of Martz, and it looks like Tech are going to get things off the mark and make this 1-0 to TEC.Sweden.
Yeah, TEC.Sweden actually pulling it back there. Just playing incredibly well, really. I mean, like I said, he ran around that. He was getting heavily stunned, but his teammates kept their cool and just guided him home safely, really. They made sure that they had cover there, tried to rush him, but you know what? They played well, and Tech have now managed to pull this to 1-0, and they can absorb pressure for this entire second half if they want to.
Absolutely. I don't think we'll see them do that, though, if I'm honest. That would be a very, very strange play. They managed to get 4 down. It wouldn't surprise me if they went for it again, as Alex is going to have to do some clutch play. Gets the 2-piece and the flag return. Great play coming from Alex. Flag has been pulled by Nixon there. He's going to run that front door. Alex in hot pursuit. Has 2 stuns and a nade, though, but he's going to get that kill relatively easy. No. Ooh, luckily he had Svan in support, and he gets a return once again.
Yeah, like I said, that was a little bit unlucky that he actually missed. Had to switch to his pistol. He could have been turned on if he didn't have the play there. But wow, TMW has come straight through him, and Svan is actually going to have to push back to find out where TMW is. Oh no, TMW getting another kill. Is there another Tech? Oh, Tech Burns in a good position to shut him down.
Yeah, Burns is so very good at holding this corridor. I've seen him do it time after time, but 2 minute 57 as it stands. TEC.Sweden 1-0 up. Infensus have to come at them.
They do have to come at them indeed, and there we go. Tech Burns holding this corridor choke now. It's going to be so hard to get past him. Apparently not. Stoltz ripping through him right now. That flag actually has him. Well, Tech Alex has the flag, and you know what? It's going to be difficult because I think they're actually in there. Can he get this flag in? Can Tech put this away? It looks like he has a clear run as his teammates are with him. Get shot, but managed to get away. And there we go. Tech taking this 2-0 on this capture the flag now. And Infensus could be the start of losing.
TEC.Sweden really, really stepping up to the next gear right there. Really, really good flag run, and they've managed to make it 2-0 with 2 minutes 15 still to go, but we cannot write out Infensus. They are very, very good at coming back, but let's not forget, 4-0 currently in this best of 11 grand final.
Yeah, it is 4-0 currently at the moment, but here we go. We are actually on board with Tech. Alex at the moment. It looks like Tech are digging in. This is a 4-man defense from them. Unfortunately, Infensus are going to come through it, and can they get this? He has to stop this now. Infensus pushing in now. Oh, he has got that kill, but there are 2 of them there. Tech Burns getting a 2-piece. March shutting them down completely. Only 1 left was Brando, and that's now 4 down for Infensus. They are 2-0 down. 1 minute 40 left to go. It doesn't look like they can get this back.
Yeah, Tech just played some really, really good defense. Alex pulling that flag once again, getting himself in such a good position. Burns taking down Nixon. Flag has been dropped by Brando. He's got himself a 2-piece. Burns is just going to run straight back towards his flag. He is not going to risk anything. Really, really smart play there from Burns.
Yeah, it was. Like I said, you know what? It is possible, but I don't think they're going to do it. Tech are playing very, very well on this capture the flag dome, and it looks like Tech Burns is set up, and they're going to go defense. I mean, like I said, the 2 of them have gone down again. He has taken down Nixon. Svan takes down another one, so just pure defense. Then the thing with this is there's 2 very, very good jokes, so you can absorb pressure very, very easily. Even one player can actually just hold off everyone else.
Completely agree with you there, Bryce. I mean, TEC.Sweden now, they know they've pretty much got this in the bag. They don't need to be too aggressive. Brando's got himself a 2-piece. Burns needs to make that kill. He does just that. Now looking back towards our Lady Mary, isn't going to see anyone, but 48 seconds left. Flag has actually been pulled by Nixon. No idea how he's managed to get there, and Nixon shutting down Burns. Alex is in a very good position to put a stop to that flag. He is going to do just that, and once again with the 2-piece flag return, Alex having a fantastic game.
Yeah, he was in a good position. They didn't block that spawn off effectively enough, and that cost them really because Tech Alex was there, and Tech Alex could pick up another 2-piece, but no, TMW is there as far. He's going to get this away. You know what? I don't think they can run this in now. This is actually going to be TEC.Sweden's game, and it looks like they might even put the flag in again.
Yeah, it looks like TEC.Sweden are going to make that 3-0. So really showing that they can play some CTF. They've looked very, very, I don't know really how to describe it. They've just not looked their normal self in the CTF game, but finally in the grand final, it looks like they're coming into it. That is going to make their overall score in this best of 11 grand final 4-1 to Infensus.
Yeah, it is, like I said, 4-1 now. Infensus still have the lead, but can take a look at Tech Marts. 21 for 8, doing some serious slaying for his team. Obviously playing a bit defensive there and just shutting out Infensus completely. And you know what? This could be the start of a comeback. I mean, Infensus still needs to win 2, but Tech need to win 5.
Yeah, Tech really do have their work cut out for you. In the next map we are going to see in this grand final is going to be S&D on Bootleg. And I believe these 2 teams played each other S&D Bootleg yesterday, and that was the one map TEC.Sweden actually took 4 rounds to 2. So this is going to be very, very close indeed.
It's going to be very close. And guys, we're going to show you something again. For those of you who missed it, here is the EE2 trailer again. Welcome back to EEE, the Nordic Cup. We are in the final. If you did enjoy that trailer there, big shout out to, I'm going to get this wrong again. How do you say it, Benson?
It's Illy, I believe. He actually tweeted at me. He actually tweeted at me saying, I don't mind how you say my name. Just Wait, what was it? Let me read his exact tweet. Where was it? It was, "You can pronounce my name however you like. I won't get mad." Winky face. So fair play to him. Seems like a really, really nice guy and a fantastic editor. I mean, that trailer is fantastic. Really gets me pumped up for some Black Ops 2 and gets me massively, massively pumped up for EE 2.
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant. So we're going on to Bootleg right now, and it's going to be Search and Destroy. Interesting one, Bootleg. I mean, you usually see that quick rush to the B bomb. I believe it's B. I might get it wrong. B in the middle of that bomb site, and it can be very good for the attacking team. If they can get in there and secure it early, it means they have a really good chance to just make sure that nobody else can get in there. They can set up and defend, and it's easier to defend for 45 seconds than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we see it every single time. Well, not every single time, actually. That's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but we do see it every single time a team wants to be massively aggressive. They just go quickly for that rush plant. I've actually picked the wrong team. We got on board with PMC, the attacking team, and that is actually going to be TEC.Sweden. And this is probably one of their best maps, I would personally say. Alex has picked up that bomb straight away. No nonsense, making his way straight towards that B bomb, like you say, Bryce. And it looks like he is actually going to benefit from that as he actually manages to get the Semtex kill there on Nixon. So fair play there to Alex, and it looks like he's going to try and get that bomb down as well.
He is, there he goes, going for this quick plant that we talked about right there. Asfan actually picks one up. Infensus now got 2 down, and they are going to be in a horrific position as soon as this bomb goes down. It's going to give them a go. There we go. TMW has got to do a 1 versus 4. And you know what? He's not going to do it as Marks picks him up as well.
Yeah, he really did not have much of a chance, if I'm honest, and TEC.Sweden are going to go ahead and make that 1-0 so far in this Search and Destroy on Bootleg. Very, very, very tense game. As you can imagine, as it stands, it's 4-1 in maps to Infensus in this best of 11. They're actually now just 2 maps away from taking this grand final EE Online Cup.
Yeah, as I said, we're going to actually jump on board with them and see what they can do. As I've actually gone on to Brando right now, who's running that MP7. Can he get forward quickly enough? It looks like he's going for the stuns. No, he has actually got a hit marker there, so it looks like he's now going to throw that nade. No cooking on it, though, so I doubt he'll pick up a kill. But there we go, actually picking up Alex in the end there. And it looks like they're going to try and lock down this middle again. It looks like he actually got shot from road there.
Yeah, Brando's actually gone for the plant as well. Burns shutting down Stoltz. Nixon taking down Martz. Bomb is actually going to go down. No! Oh, wow. Burns just at the nick of time. He was in a 1 versus 3, but TMW was there, finally putting a stop to Burns. And like I said before, this is one of those things where TEC.Sweden need to win these Search and Destroys. They can't give away Search and Destroy maps. They just literally can't afford to. It's probably one of their strongest points. And right now, as it stands, being 4-1 down in the grand final against Infensus, they need to be making these easy victories as possible.
Yeah, here we go. Going to jump back on board with Tech now as we jump onto the attacking side. Are we going to see them actually go through this middle again? I mean, we have seen it twice now that the team's run into the middle, try to get it secure, and there we go. He's actually done the exact same thing, but he's missed that Semtex, not in the same place. So he's actually going to have to wait a minute now. We can wait for his team to get through. And there we go. Nixon taking down Svan and Alex there. Big play from him. He's going to actually shut out Tech, and the bomber's gone down as well. This is looking better from Infensus.
Infensus seems to have just settled down, like you say. Burns actually backtracking, picking up that flag. Now making his way towards the roadside. Interesting strategy and change up for him. Maybe going to try and get into Infensus spawn, flank around, plant the bomb at A. That would be what I would be thinking right now if I was Tech Burns. As he just waiting very, very carefully. I think he's probably waiting for Martz to make his way towards him. And as I switch over to Martz, that is exactly what Martz is actually doing. Trying to get towards Burns. He knows Nixon's going to be in the middle, and he does shut him down. Burns now 1 versus 4. If there's ever a time to do a 1 versus 4, it's right now.
Yes, it is. There we go. On board with Tech Burns. What can he do? He's looking for these players. You know what? He's not in the best of positions. Being this far back in this one means Infensus can and will wait for him. So he has to try and pick it. Realistically, he wants to get a few kills, pull them around the map, engage them how he wants to. So he's going to have to play this very, very smart. And he actually sees a player there. Can he get this kill? Fire. And no, actually picked up by TMW. Unfortunate for him.
Yeah, really, really unfortunate play from Burns. He was just jumping up and down, saw the line of sight. But to be fair to him, you can't really expect him to pull off a 1v4 when time is ticking down. And on the attacking side as well, really, really tough job for him right there. Just couldn't make it happen. But Infensus are going to be 2-1 up now in this grand final. Search and Destroy on Bootleg. As we will go ahead, change team, get on board with Infensus themselves, as they are looking at trying to put this grand final completely out of reach.
Yeah, like I said, here we go. On board with Brando right now. He's got a stun marker there, and it looks like, see, no cook on that nade again, which means the person behind this bomb is going to have a chance to get away, but no, he actually managed to pick it up, as he actually got stunned well enough that it actually killed him, so wasn't able to get away, and looks like they're going to go for the fast bomb. No, he's changed his mind.
I think he realized that there was someone else there, as TMW and Stoltz both getting 2 kills apiece. But Svan is in the middle of the map, takes down TMW, takes down Brando. Oh, that would have been a very, very nice clutch play from him. It could have been a 1v4 potential on the cards. Unfortunately, couldn't make it happen, as Stoltz, staying composed, managed to get a few shots there on Svan and getting him with that, a nice headshot right at the end with his last bullet. Really, really nice play. But Infensus 3-1 up, and TEC.Sweden just don't have any wind in their sails right now.
No, they don't. I mean, like I said, they're getting run all over the map by Infensus, who seem to want to put this out of any reach. But on board with Alex again, you know what? We have watched him a lot, but I want to stay on board with him because he keeps making the same sort of run, and he actually keeps getting the exact same results. You think Infensus would switch it up, and doesn't actually manage to get that kill though. But he's got to be so weak, as it looks like Svan actually picked up that kill for him. But no, there we go. Alex and Svan taking them down. There's only one player left. Brando, can he do this 1 versus 3? Let's jump on board with him. As too late. He gets shut down, and there we go. TEC actually managed to get a kill back.
Yeah, TEC just trying to get off the scoreboard, I guess you could say. I mean, as it stands, 4-1 in maps, 3-2 down in the search and destroy. Infensus are now just 1 round away from being 1 map away from taking this grand final. As we will go ahead, change team, get on board with Infensus themselves. They are now on attack, so TEC could go all out defense if they need to. As Brando has actually got the bomb once again. He's definitely the bomb carrier for Infensus. Throwing those stuns has saved his nade though. So that's an interesting play. He didn't get any hit markers, decided to save the nade as he's waiting for TMW to be a bit more aggressive, pushing through. A few shots fired from him, but he hasn't connected with a kill just yet. Burns taking down Stoltz on the flank. It looks like Burns been very, very aggressive there. That was with an MP7. So Brando immediately trying to figure out where Burns is. There is Burns though. Can he get the shots off on Brando? Doesn't look like he can. Brando staying up as well. Both players very weak. TMW turns the corner. Easy kill there on TEC Burns.
Yeah, great teamwork there. And there he goes. He's actually trying to pick up a second player on this road. Are they going to work together again and see if they can pick it up? They actually are. They're trying to pick it up as well. But you know what? They're leaving that middle area quite exposed. And wow, interesting from Infensus there. They're actually backing up.
Infensus just seem to be kind of regrouping. They don't need to be too aggressive. It's 3 versus 3. They are on attack and they have plenty of time. And as well as that, more importantly, they still have the bomb up. Brando managed to stay alive. He still has that bomb. And they can afford to just reassess things, wait for TEC. It seems, if you look at the way Burns actually played that, he was very, very aggressive. So maybe Infensus are now just thinking, are TEC being aggressive as a team, or was that just Burns rather? That's what they're trying to assess right now, which is why they're being a little bit more defensive, really, really taking the time. As you can see, Nixon, he's just patrolling that top platform area from a very nasty head glitch right there. Has Brando in support, but the problem they have is time is ticking away. And now if they decide that they want to go for a B plant, which is arguably a little bit easier, because it is in that bottom middle area, it's going to be a lot more difficult. So they may have to now overextend that left-hand side platform and plant the bomb at A.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is ticking down now a little bit. And you know what? Did he just see a play there? He did. Brando, unfortunate for him, bad sight there, leaving TMW all on his own. He has to pull off a 1 versus 3 if he wants to take his team through this map completely. But it could go to a 3-3 again. We keep seeing it. There we go. He actually sees Mats there picking up I should say Martz. So he's actually picked up an ACR as well. He has 27 seconds to figure out something to do.
Yeah, he hasn't got the bomb. This is not looking good. If TEC.Sweden know where the bomb is, it doesn't make any difference this year. Alex shuts him down. I was going to say if TEC.Sweden know where the bomb is, they're going to be sat there. But Alex, smart play, just pre-aiming that side, anticipating TMW to run straight through there. And that is going to level it up at 3-3. And this is what I was talking about earlier. TEC.Sweden need to take these search and destroys. They can't afford to let them go. Infensus are too good at CTF. I mean, it really is going to be tough job for them, and it's Infensus actually on the attacking side once again. So be interesting to see how Burns plays this, because he obviously rushed last round, didn't work too well for him. He managed to pick off 1 kill, but got shut down almost immediately. But it really threw Infensus off their guard, and arguably that rush was what pushed Infensus straight into the back of the spawn, made them waste time, made them reassess things, and that's what gave TEC that victory.
Yes, it did. I said it. And Infensus aren't going for that rush, which actually served them so well. But they are actually holding out. It looks like there's someone on road, and 3 of them are trying to engage him. Infensus look a little bit lost. This isn't what we usually see from them with a solid strategy, solid push forward. They seem to be all hanging back again. Wow, Brando, awesome. No there to pick up the kill, but Burns is on that road, and you know what is he going to do? Is he going to jump in?
Yeah, it looks like Burns is going to get taken down by Stoltz, which is going to leave just 2 TEC players up. 3 versus 2 scenario. Infensus looking very strong so far, but it's Call of Duty. Anything can happen. It can change in an instant, as Nixon is going to be pre-aiming that top patio side, but I'd be very surprised to see either Alex or Martz run straight through there. But there is actually a player up there, so I actually got that completely wrong. Alex shutting down Brando 2 versus 2 scenario. Alex is playing so very well in this search and destroy. 1 minute 25, bomb down. Infensus now not in the best of shape unless Nixon, windmill much, but managing to take down Martz. 2 versus 1, and now it's Tech who are in a lot of trouble. I'm actually going to change team, get on board with Alex. He needs to make this 1 versus 2.
Yes, he does. Like I said, we're going to jump on board with Alex, and Alex actually very, very weak. It looks like he's just been in a gunfight himself, so he's in a bad position right now. They're going to know roughly where it is. He pushes up. Is this wise, really? Should he go aggressive? You know what? He looks like he's going for the flank, so if that bomb is in fact going down, he's going to be in a good position to shut them down himself. There we go, bomb going down. He takes down Nixon.
Oof. That was, like you say, Bryce, very, very good positioning from Alex. He managed to take down Nixon 1 versus 1, and he has seen that last player on that roadside, jumps the corner, knows he's going to be right back there. Oh, that's the problem with the MP7 at that range. Oh, what do you do now if you're Alex? Do you go straight for the defuse? Looks like he's thinking that, although he's choked the defuse a little bit. 7.5 seconds. Ambitious play from Alex. He's going for the defuse. If he gets this is going to be absolutely huge for TEC.Sweden. It looks like he is just going to go ahead and get it. Fantastic play from him. Great, great play from TEC.Sweden as a whole.
Yeah, TEC.Sweden played so well there. I mean, like I said, the only person had to only hide and be near the bomb, but he wasn't near enough to hear that bomb defuse going off. So actually, because he was weak, he didn't challenge, and that was the wrong decision from him. But good play for Alex there to actually go for the bomb and go for the defuse. Like I said, it threw him off his game. Stoltz didn't know what he was doing, and that eventually just gave him this map.
Yeah, talk about thinking outside the box. Alex knew that he was going to be weak, knew he wouldn't challenge him, went straight for the defuse and got it. So that is fantastic play, and that is going to put the grand score right now. Infensus 4, TEC.Sweden 2. Next map is going to be CTF Lockdown, and this is where TEC.Sweden need to take this map. If they can take this CTF, they'll have the momentum going into the next S&D, and that's what they need because they can't afford to be dropping those S&Ds.
No, they really can't. We're going to go for a quick break right now. We'll be right back with the rest of this final. So do please bear with us. And if you feel like tweeting the stream out, please go ahead. And we will see you very, very shortly. Okay, welcome back to the EEE Nordic Cup, and I am Bryce, and I am obviously joined by my wonderful co-caster, Benson.
Hello guys, hope you're having a good day and evening so far, enjoying some awesome Call of Duty as we've seen it. We're watching the grand final of the EEE online tournament. As it stands, Infensus are 4 maps up against TEC.Sweden in this best of 11. Infensus now just 2 maps away from taking the final and the championship. And the next map we're going to see is going to be some lockdown CTF, and TEC.Sweden not looked as strong as they normally do. I mean, that last CTF we saw on Dome, they did play very, very well. But this evening, they haven't looked the best. They've dropped a few maps they possibly shouldn't have done to Enigma. And Lockdown is one of those maps, as you know, where literally anything can happen. The spawns are absolutely crazy. It's very, very unbalanced, I guess you could say, very one-sided. And we will get on board with the good side first, which is actually going to be the Delta team, which I believe is going to be TEC.Sweden.
Yeah, you go, jump on board with them. And like I said, I like to watch the good side a lot more than I like to watch the bad side. Like I said, this is quite a one-sided map. I mean, it's more aggressive than you do see the flag pulls, so always a good thing to watch. As I actually jump on board with Tech Alex right now, as he tries to go for this middle, and Tech actually getting an early good push right now, as it looks like they're going to try and get a flag, but there is actually someone up. Ivy.
Yeah, it looks like there was someone up there, and that's exactly who Alex is going to try and find, but he gets dropped by Nixon very, very quickly there. As Burns now on that balcony area, he's just going to patrol, just going to take his time, doesn't need to do anything ridiculously stressful as of yet. Does see one of those Infensus players, though. Who was it and where is he gone? That is what Burns is going to be wondering. He has no idea. He's been a little bit bamboozled. Svan taking down Nixon with the knife, though, and it must have been Nixon. That's exactly where Svan ran past, although he's going to know that Infensus TMW is there somewhere. Burns was thinking about moving, but has to stay where he is for now. And as it stands, quite a slow start to this CTF lockdown.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, let's jump on board with someone being a little bit more aggressive right now. I'm actually going on board straight to Alex as he takes down Brando in this middle area, and looks like he's going to try and push up and see if he can get in a good position and lock off this spawn.
Yeah, Alex immediately getting dropped by TMW. Svan now is going to have to backtrack underneath this tunnel. Flag has actually been pulled, immediately dropped there by Mart, and he got the return, so Svan now has license to be a little bit more aggressive through the middle of the map. 3 minutes 34 still to go of this first side CTF lockdown. Svan seeing someone right at the back of the map, opting to actually let him go. Throwing that stun, but gets stunned himself, and the Semtex don't think that's going to connect. There he is getting challenged, and TMW takes down Svan.
Yeah, like I said, on board now with Alex again as Martz holds them off of that flag himself. And there we go. Wow, Alex actually dropping through and shooting him in the little corner there. And wow, actually holding on. And he just, like I said, they're just trying to get hold of this spawn, but they don't seem to do it. Every time they get up to this Ivy area to lock them out of the spawn, they don't seem to just manage to get this last little stretch. As there we go, Alex taken down again.
Yeah, we've seen Infensus do what they normally do. Just dig in deep, play very counter. It's so hard to play against, especially when you have someone like Nixon right there that can get a 2-piece like that. That was ridiculous. That was just completely at range. Managed to get those 2 kills very, very quickly. Starts taking down Mart, which means Alex now is going to be the only player who was in their original position. The other 2 players off spawn. TMW pulling that flag. There is going to be 2 players. Brando shutting down Alex. That flag is away. Svan now is the only tech player that's realistically in a clutch position, but he needs to try and decide where the flag is going to be run. He's very weak. He is going to be called out. If Svan does this, it's magical. That flag looks like... it's going to be magical if he does it. No, he actually did get shut down by Nixon. TMW taking down Alex as well. Burns trying to jump down. Oh, wow. Burns with the 2-piece with the wallbang, but immediately getting dropped by Brando. But that flag has been run in. 2 minutes 9, and Infensus on the bad side are in the lead.
Yeah, like I said, they are on the bad side, but they have actually got the lead, and that's going to bode really well going into this second side. Wow, they get 3 down as well. Burns has got to do some defense here as he is all the way by their spawn. And then he's, oh, wow, Burns with a 2-piece. Kind of stopped that pressure from Infensus.
Burns did really well to put a halt to that pressure. Just enabled his teammates to spawn in, get a little bit more map control, but Infensus on a bit of a rampage considering they're on the bad side now. A lot of momentum, and this is what I was talking about. They are such a good CTF team. I mean, you really have to say they're playing very well all throughout this tournament. On board with Svan now, he's making his way towards Fire. Brando taking down Martz, and Tech just not able to get the map control required to really play well and lock down the spawns on CTF lockdown. Flag has actually been pulled as well by Brando, and Tech look like they could be in a lot of trouble right now.
Yeah, so there we go. Tech.Sweden is in a position to stop this, though. If he can just stay alive, it looks like they're going to come through that corridor. Where is he? He's got to be thinking, where is Svan now? And there he goes. Svan managed to get there that return there, and he needed to. If he hadn't have got that return, it would have been bad news for them as they go on to it. But, has been stunned and taken down by Nixon. I thought he'd got that away there. Doing incredible work there, Svan, on the flag. And you know what? Tech are actually going to try and run this away as well, and they are in a good position to do that. They're quite well set up.
Yeah, Alex needs to lock down those spawns, but no, can't manage to take down Stoltz. Flag has been dropped and returned. Burns is going to try and run this in and level things up at 1-1. And he has done just that. And that's going to change the dynamic of the next round. Simply because now TEC.Sweden are going to be left in that situation where they may actually just go for a stalemate. They're going to be on the bad side. And unless they can get an early flag, a stalemate is a distinct possibility for them.
Yeah, so there we go. What they really need this flag in, and then goes Svan trying to get 2 kills, trying to shoot someone behind Ben, and he does actually get him. And oh my god, almost got that thing in the middle there. And it looks like he's actually going to try and bamboozle a little bit as he's going to go through the corridor. He has enough time to do this just. Yeah,
time is running out for him. 7 seconds left, but Svan could make it 2-1 to Tech, and that is going to be a very, very quick change of results. Oh my days. No idea how he literally managed to do that. That was crazy. Literally the perfect amount of time, managed to cap it. Great play from Tech right at the end, but it questions it. It makes you think, why did they not just do that from the start?
Yeah, like I said, Svan there actually being one of the key players. Only went 7 for 9, but he controlled that art area and made sure that, you know what, did that clutch, pulled the flag away again, and got that second flag in. You know what, playing so well for his team. We're going to jump on board with Infensus. You know what, Tech needed that 2-1 there. They were in a bad situation with Infensus, and it's still going to be difficult for them, but they at least have a little bit of a foothold.
Yeah, they do have that foothold, which is what they need. We will change team, get on board with Infensus, like you say. I'm going to be on board with Brando, first of all, who's actually managed to pull that flag. Martz is going to be somewhere on that Ivy side, though. And Brando's actually got that flag away, but no, there was Burns. He ran straight towards him, and Burns is going to say thank you very much for that return. And Tech, with that 1 flag lead, now a stalemate would just completely benefit them, because if they can hold that flag for at least a good 2-3 minutes, really put that pressure on Infensus.
Yeah, I said they need to put that pressure on Infensus. Oh, there we go. Infensus TMW with a huge lunge to actually take him down. Infensus just have to get in a good position now, and it could be all over for Tech. I mean, if they get, you know what, Tech Burns, let's just shout out him a second. 14 for 6 here, doing so much slaying for them.
Burns, really consistent player for TEC.Sweden. So good at S&D like we've seen all evening, and also a fantastic CTF player. I mean, the guy can AR, he can SMG, he can do it all, and he really is coming into his talent right now as Brando's shutting down Svan on that B corridor area. But once again, Martz on that back of the flag. Infensus TMW getting shutting down Alex rather. Nixon on that flag, he's going to get some text. Goodbye, Nixon. Martz is not letting you go anywhere with that flag.
Yeah, so there we go. Infensus Brando actually, as we default over to him, trying to pick up a kill in the middle, and Infensus don't seem to be able to get going. They need to lock down that Ivy area and set up well, and they can't seem to do it. Tech are playing quite aggressive to hold them off, and it's a good strategy. I mean, like I said, they are trying to make sure that nobody can actually lock down that area by being aggressive and keep pushing them back, and it's working really well.
What wouldn't surprise me maybe if we started to see as time ticks down, TEC.Sweden put 3 players really defensive and 1 player flanking, just trying to pull that flag, trying to run it church, as we see 2 Infensus players go down. And now TMW is going to have to backtrack, because if one of those Tech players has managed to overextend and go anywhere near the enemy flag, he needs to be dealt with very soon. And that's exactly what TMW is trying to find out. Is there a Tech player overextending, or are they literally right now 4-man D'ing it? And it looks like they are, but there is Svan in corridor. He shuts down TMW, but Brando is there, and he's going to get a very easy kill.
Yes, he is. And I said it. And Infensus, this could be a chance for them to set up. Brando's in a good position to push this area, though. But Tech Alex actually had the flag away and was dropped himself. And like I said, Infensus, they need to get up. They need to get the support there. Brando actually going to do this himself by the look of it, as it looks like he's going to try and run this flag away. But wow, can Tech actually hold this off on the bad side?
That's what they're trying to do. I mean, we've just gone past the halfway point of this second side CTF lockdown. As it stands, TEC.Sweden 2-1 up in flags, Infensus 4-2 up in maps. If Tech take this, they are going to have so much momentum to make a massive comeback in this grand final. Let's not forget, they started 2-0 down, and then Infensus pushed it to 3-0, then actually 4-0. So this could be a huge comeback, as Alex has actually now pulled that flag, and if he's smart about this, he could pull that through church. However, Nixon is going to be on the enemy flag, and he needs to counter-pull this away.
He does. He really needs to do this. And Infensus, this is a bad position. They only have 1 minute 50. They do not have the flag advantage. They haven't capped anything this side. And like I said, Tech are actually going to get this. This is not what they want. They do not want to stay right now, and Infensus are in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, Burns has just done such a good job for TEC.Sweden there. I think he's actually managed to pick up that flag as well, but Oh, wow, no, the flag has actually been returned, and it is Stoltz on that flag, and this could level things up with 1 minute 25 still to go, and he is going to do just that. So some great play coming from Infensus right at the end of this game. But 2-2, if it stays like this, we're going to see a stopwatch, and that is going to be so close on lockdown. I mean, stopwatches are close at any time, but on lockdown, they really do go either down to the wire or pretty much a 0-0 stalemate. But 1 minute 7 still to go. If Infensus can cap another flag on this good side, they will take this map. But let's not, rule Tech out just yet. They could easily get a counter cap, I suppose. But you would have to favour Infensus in this situation.
Yeah, you would have to favour Infensus. They have a good opportunity now. They just need to lock it down. They can get this flag away. But you know what? It's going to be hard for Tech. If they go too defensive, they're going to be in real trouble. I mean, if they, like I said, if they go too defensive, they're going to have Infensus pushing on them hard as Brando picks up the two-piece. This could be the opportunity. If they can get in the right area, they can get this flag away. Someone is on blue.
Yeah, Brando had to back off there. He got a little bit weak. He didn't want to just challenge and give away a pointless kill. And it looks like Nixon is just going to make sure no one is on his own flag. So smart play coming from him, making sure no one is pulling that flag away. And it looks like both teams... Actually, no, flag has been pulled. Immediately dropped there by Svan. And Svan needs to get that return. He cannot waste any time as Brando picks up. But there was Svan again. Now needs to try and get that return. That's 2 down. If you can return that flag, they can't cap it. And he has done just that. And we are going to see a stalemate.
Yeah, there we go. Like I said, we are going to see a stalemate and we're going to see a stopwatch on this map. Benson, if you would like to explain for the people who haven't ever seen a stopwatch before, it is actually something put into the Black Ops 2, probably from the competitive scene. They've seen and they've taken note, but here's how we decide ties and capture the flag.
Yeah, the Black Ops 2, like you say, Bryce, they put it in as their default way. There's no more overtime. It's essentially we end the game, we restart the game, and then the teams will spawn in, and then the time of the first flag will be recorded, and then the game is immediately ended. And then we restart the game, both teams switch the spawns up, and then the team that didn't cap the flag has to beat the team that did cap the flag's time. Very, very confusing the way it sounds, but when you actually see it, it's very, very simple. And, if we go back to the losers bracket final where TEC.Sweden played Enigma on that dome stopwatch, we saw TEC.Sweden again for the second time in their history managing to win a stopwatch by just 1 second. They did it at EGL 6 and they did it again. It's just they just literally take it to the wire. And I know Tech Chris, he's watching the live stream. He was having a heart attack. He sent me a message saying this is unfair. I'm a 30-year-old man. They can't do this to me. My heart can't take it. And I hope for Chris's sake.
Have you seen him? He looks like he's 21. It's ridiculous. He deserves stress.
He deserves to have some stress. To be fair, I agree with you there. He does look very, very young, but we'll get on board with the Delta team once again. So this is a team on the good side. It's going to be Tech. And let's have a look. It looks like they are going to go for a rush. So hopefully, Chris, you're not going to have a heart attack this time. Hopefully, your boys can do it a little bit easier than they did last time. But Infensus very, very strong at CTF. I don't think they're going to give anything away very easy. But Alex getting that first kill on TMW. And, this looks very good for Tech. They seem to have set up very, very nicely so far.
Yeah, all in this art area, you can clearly see they want to get this flag away very, very quickly. Where are Infensus? There we go. He's trying to get a kill on him. Techmark's picking up Brando. Stoltz actually replying on Svan. And you know what? Tech are in a good position now. They just need to get these last couple of kills. They can get 1 or 2 kills. No. Stoltz answering back, and it seems like Infensus have managed to just deflect all of this pressure. Yeah,
Infensus has done such a good job, and this is where Tech now have to regroup and really try and push, because obviously they are now on the good side. They need to be capping a flag as quickly as possible, as Svan shutting down TMW in that corridor with the Semtex heavily stunned there in fire. Needs to be cautious. There isn't someone on the flag. Great prediction from Svan. Turn that corner in. There was an Infensus player. There's a second one. Jump in the corner. No. Very, very weak. But it's Nixon with the flag, and he could just run this away if he isn't careful. Svan needs to just wait. He needs to be patient, trying to predict where he's run it. And it looks like he is now running that towards Mannings. And Svan actually opting to run straight down the middle, because obviously his teammate had called out that he was going to get that return.
Yeah, he could do. Like I said, it was good there, actually. Infensus, if they had managed to get it in the stalemate, it would have been opportune for them being on the bad side, but they didn't manage to. And Tech, they went for that quick aggressiveness at the start. Haven't managed to do it. It's fine, actually camping in a corner right now, just trying to make sure nobody comes down this corridor as his team look to set back up before they rush forward and try and get the flag again.
They need to do exactly that, take their time, as Svan shutting down. Brando tries to go towards bottom up, but TMW is there. Alex, he should be able to find him, but no, he's premature shooting. That could cost him, but does manage to take down TMW. Now making his way towards bottom up. Now must be thinking there must be someone in that top Ivy section, and that's exactly where Stoltz was sat. And we're just seeing Infensus dig deep. This is what they do. They're very, very good at it. They're just going to play counter. I mean, they know that Tech are on the good side right now. They can waste as much time as possible, and the more time that ticks down, the harder it's going to be for Tech.
It's going to be very, very hard for Tech. But now Svan in a good position. If he can hold them off here, this is going to give his team license to actually do it. But no, Stoltz takes him down. Tech Alex is on the other side, and it looks like they're all round this flag right now. Alex has got it away. Stoltz, wow, TMW taking the two-piece. And wow, you know what? That is going to leave Martz all alone, but it looks like they're going to just be able to deflect this pressure as Martz just managed to pick off Nixon.
Yeah, great shots there from Martz taking down Nixon. And once again, time is ticking away. Tech not in the best of positions. Martz shutting down Brando. Burns taking down TMW as well. This could be a push they need. They really need to try and lock down those spawns as Martz sees Nixon. That flag needs to be pulled. It needs to be pulled now as well. They can't afford to waste any more time. Otherwise, Infensus will have such an easy job on that good side, trying to pull the flag on the second side of stopwatch.
Yeah, I said Mart's trying to hold it down right now, and there we go. Tech Burns has got it away. Stuns going in on him. Nixon takes him down. The flag. This could go to a stalemate as Tech Alex is rushing, desperately trying to lock them off on Church.
Yeah, Alex took down one. Couldn't take down Stoltz as well. Svan now needs to do some clutch work. He's actually decided to run back with Burns as Brando shuts Burns down, and we could see an Infensus flag cap if we're not careful, but Svan managing to take down Brando and getting that flag as well. So pressure time now. We are seeing a stalemate. 1 minute 36 still to go. It wouldn't surprise me if it stayed like this to the end of the game.
Yeah, I've actually switched people. I've gone on board with Tech Burns as he's in a good area and he could pick up that flag there. This guy's got to be so weak, but no, Brando manages to kill him before he can do anything right now. And what would you be doing in this situation, Benson? I mean, do you, if you're Tech, do you go for the big push? I mean, I don't think Infensus are going to. You're going to probably see them on the massive defense. They know they don't need to do anything.
I mean, to be fair, right now, if I'm Tech, I just want to try and make sure that Svan stays alive. Because as time ticks away, it essentially just becomes who can cap the flag the quickest on the second side. We tend to see so many teams in stopwatches not even bother capping the flag when it gets so late. And it really is going to put so much more pressure on TEC.Sweden, because obviously Infensus are going to go into the next side on the good side. And it's going to give Tech such a hard work that we may actually see Tech just stalemate straight off the bat if they have no other choice. As you see now, Svan actually being a little bit more aggressive, trying to bamboozle the opposition, and there's Nixon. And this could be massively bad news for Tech if that flag goes in for Infensus, but Alex managing to pick it up. Needs to just be careful for the last 34 seconds. You can just see Tech getting a little bit impatient there. Really, really want to try and get that flag.
Yeah, dodgy times for Tech. That is twice that has happened to them now, and they've got to be worried. Like, so they've got to be pushing hard to do it, but at the same time, if they give it away, it could just be a disaster. And it looks like this stalemate's going to see itself out as it usually does, though, and that's actually going to be a 0-0 to the second half of Caster, but of this map. But you know what? Infensus got it. They've still got a lot to do. I mean, they've still got to get away. Tech managed to deflect Infensus so much last time, so you know they're not going to be doing too badly on this other side, but it could go either way here.
Yeah, it really could. I mean, the problem that Tech have now is the winner of this map is essentially going to have all of the momentum. If Infensus can win this map, they're going to be 5-2 up, whereas if Tech win it, they're only 4-3 down. And, you know, that's a huge difference in terms of momentum. So we will go ahead and change team, get on board with Infensus, and we'll see how they can set up now. So let's not forget that first side of stopwatch ended 0-0. So essentially the first team to cap a flag on this second side will win. And just so any of you guys know, you may not have seen stopwatch before in the past, if no team caps a flag, the stopwatch will be simply replayed.
Yes, well, there we go. Infensus Brando, he's actually gone all the way back to make sure this flag does not get home, and he stunned them, giving his chance a team to actually get back up. Nixon is there, and he's actually decided to pull it away. Yeah,
Nixon trying to pull that flag away. He realised that Tech were putting a lot of pressure on Infensus spawn, as Spawn's actually managed to run that flag away. And this is what I was talking about. They may go for a stalemate, but Mart's picking off TMW and Nixon and Stoltz. 3-piece for Martz. Can he find the fourth? That would have been the most clutch play you could ask for. But Alex was there. Flag being returned. Tech cap it. Oh, you could not write that stuff. Great play from TEC.Sweden right at the end. That was all Martz right there.
Yeah, that was really. He just decimated them as they tried to get away. They obviously thought he was going for a stalemate. Didn't think that they tried to be aggressive on him, but unfortunately Tech Bones couldn't pick up that kill quick enough as Tech take another one there.
Yeah, Tech now 4-3 down, and you've got to say, next map is going to be Arkaden S&D. They should have a bit of more momentum going into this. And you really have to say, I'm quite favouring TEC.Sweden's chances now, because Infensus are going to be pretty annoyed, and you can see the get in there from Chris in the chat. He's very, very happy about that. You know, TEC.Sweden, you cannot write them out. They obviously started 2-0 down, so overall in this series so far, if you forget about the continuation, TEC.Sweden actually up 3-2. But because obviously these two teams have played before in the tournament, it's actually Infensus 4-3 up. But, you know, this is going to be very, very close. But that play right at the end there by Martz, wow, great, great play.
Yeah, it was really good play. Like I said, TEC.Sweden coming back into this. Every time we try and count them out, they surprise us. Just ridiculous.
They are one of the clutchiest teams I've ever had the privilege of spectating. I'm not going to lie. They honestly provide such good gameplay for a caster like me. I mean, and obviously yourself, Bryce. I mean, obviously we had the two 1 second stopwatches that me and you have both casted on. I think it's just me and you. I think when TEC.Sweden play and me and you cast, they flourish. They turn into some beautiful, amazing
Stop
players.
being such a ridiculous fanboy, Benson.
I love them. I love them, and it's a fact. If you have a
It
problem
wouldn't surprise
with
me right now
that,
if
I
you
don't
had
care.
a Sweden flag on.
I literally do. I'm not even gonna lie. No, I'm joking. I do. But it's weird. I am actually looking at the picture right now of me with the TEC.Sweden flag. I was just quickly tweeting out the stream, and I just happened to catch my eye. But that was a fantastic game right there. Right at the end, TEC.Sweden now, like we said, 4-3 down in this grand final, best of 11. You couldn't write this stuff if you tried. The next map we're going to see is Search and Destroy on Arkaden, and TEC.Sweden looking so strong in the Search and Destroys we've seen in this best of 11 so far. Both teams have picked off 1 Search and Destroy each, I believe. This is the 3rd search we're going to see, so this really could be anyone's game.
This really could be anyone's game. We're going on Search and Destroy on Arkaden, like you said. Let's jump on board with the attacking team right now and see just how they play. And that is, of course, going to be TEC. I'm defaulted onto TEC Alex, running this MP7. And it looks like he's gone for extreme conditioning, quick draw, and dead silence. Quite a standard setup, actually, for the MP7s. And we've seen him before. It looks like he's going to try and stun this bottom area, see if he picks someone up. But that's not going to actually work because there's no one down there at the moment. And he gets taken down.
Yeah, that was just unfortunate play. He cooked that nade, and already we're actually seeing Martz and Burns 2 versus 3 scenario. Martz taking down Nixon 2 versus 2 up against Brando TMW. Martz with the 2-piece though, continuing that momentum he just had from that stopwatch, immediately switching things up, and now it's going to be TMW in a 1 versus 2 scenario. Burns and Martz. Martz actually planting that bomb at the B bomb site. So this is going to be a lot of work for TMW to do. Burns is just going to try and set up here next to the sunglasses shop, it seems. But they actually may rotate and go down double Eskies. Mark's going back towards the double stairs, and he is going to see him at double stairs. He's got TMW very weak, manages to avoid the Semtex, runs straight back in towards it though. Oh, not entirely sure why he did that, but Burns can afford to take his time. 26 seconds left. No doubt he's probably going to be getting 3-peat by his teammates, as that's exactly why he knows he's up top. Should make this kill, surely. There we go.
Oh, did manage to make that kill. Awesome play there.
Yeah,
you know what, TEC Burns, he obviously held it off there. It was a little bit worrying now. I mean, like I said, he got into a gun battle with TMW. He didn't get it straight away, but TMW seemed to be just trying to wall bang him, and unfortunately he jumped around the side and killed him.
Yeah, smart play from Burns. He knew exactly when he needed to challenge. He just stayed composed as well. He was very close to that enemy player, and he didn't panic. He just stayed calm and collective. As we change team now, get on board with Infensus on the attacking side. And once again, we may see TEC go 2-0 in the lead, and hopefully they don't choke it like we saw them do against Enigma, where they were 3-1 up twice and didn't manage to take it. As Brando has just seen one of the TEC players at the burger side launching that nade, must make that kill, but no. Alex actually outgunning Brando. Really, really nice play coming from him and managing to stay alive from that nade, which no doubt was rolling towards him. Svan shutting down TMW as well. Stoltz and Nixon in a 2 versus 4 scenario with just 2 minutes left still to go.
Yeah, I said on board. I'm actually on board with Nixon right now, as he looks like he's in this paint area playing very defensive. I mean, him and Stoltz too far away from each other to really help each other. And actually, Nixon, they now know where he is. He is popped out and he's in a lot of trouble as he's now kind of pinned in this paint area. Can't afford to make a move.
Yeah, really, really can't. 1 minute 40 now left on the clock. Bomb is also down. Nixon really, really stuck. Doesn't know which way to try and break out. Anticipating TEC to be all over his own spawn. As I'm just going to change player, get on board with Stoltz, see where he's actually at. He's actually on the balcony. So, interesting play coming from him. But the problem Infensus have is they're nowhere near the bomb, as you see. And Stoltz just peeking around that corner. He sees one of those TEC players. Very cautious. Didn't want to take that shot too soon. Oof, he's going to call that out to his teammate, and hopefully Nixon can get a better shot off on that player Stoltz has just seen. But Stoltz, you know, you've got to question it. Should he have taken that shot?
Yeah, he probably should have done. I mean, now he's obviously looking for the shot again. There is a player there, and he has taken it. Unfortunately, he's going to have to smash the glass and come through. And that was a problem. He probably wanted to sneak through himself. But now, you know what? A little bit of a better position. He's in up top. Nixon can now afford to actually come out of paint if he wants to. And like I said, they can secure this, but they don't have the bomb. That is going to be their biggest problem.
Yeah, it really is. As time ticks away, 43 seconds. I mean, Stoltz right now, he's on the bomb site, but he has no bomb to plant it with. And he is actually going to get taken down by Nixon. Oh, my days. Cannot believe he's just done that in the grand final. Obviously, his name tag didn't appear, and there's going to be some rage down his headset right now. Nixon is going to be very, very nervous about what he's just done. 3 versus 1, you have to favour TEC.Sweden. TEC.Sweden are going to be laughing at that, surely.
Yeah, they will. I mean, like I said, he doesn't have the bomb. They're all going to be hiding. He's also given away his position, and he's got 16 seconds now. Gets taken down by Tech Alex. Not going to be happy about that. They had the advantage. They had up top lockdown, and Nixon, obviously, you can see the adrenaline just being pumping through his system. He was on the hair trigger right then and just took him down so quick.
Yeah, just unfortunate play, and I imagine the chat is going to blow up with lols and ha-has as soon as they see that and realise exactly what has just happened. But TEC.Sweden, nevertheless, are going to be 2-0 in the lead. And let's have a look. We'll change team, get back on board with Tech. And I'm on board now with Alex once again, using that MP7, making a quick rush straight through the middle of the map, throwing that nade. Going to try and connect, does actually connect with the stun, but once again gets outshot by Brando on that Esky area. And now it's Tech on the back foot. Burns and Martz, 2 versus 4 scenario, and only 30 seconds gone.
Yeah, I said I'm actually on board with Tech Burns right now as he hooks up with Stoltz. No, he hooks up with Martz, sorry, I should say. And it looks like they're actually been pushed back quite far. They haven't got any sort of map control, so they're kind of just checking either area. It looks like they might try and make a play up top.
Yeah, I'm TEC.Sweden right now. I just want to be taking as much time as possible. Try and get one easy kill just to try and make it 2v3, because that's a lot easier than a 2v4 scenario. I mean, Burns, if he tries to go out this door, no doubt he's going to get picked off. Very, very ambitious play, trying to bait out a shot. There we go, he has just baited that out. Now, if his teammate's in a good position, which he's actually not, that could have been quite a nice play. But meanwhile, actually, I have just changed play, and Martz is actually making some good ground towards that A bomb site. Is getting heavily stunned, though, and fragged. How is he still alive? Not sure, but Burns has done a good job taking down Brando, which is going to leave it 2 versus 3, although they do know where Martz is, so Martz not really in the best position right now.
No, he isn't. He does actually have Burns in support, and it looks like they're going to try and make a play for this A bomb site, which is quite dangerous, really. I mean, they only have to be picked off, but there's only 2 of them. They need to get a few more kills before they can think about planting.
If Martz and Burns do this will be a great 2 versus 4. Burns already taking down Brando earlier on, 59 seconds left, but TMW is shutting down Burns. Martz is going to get that bomb down, but it's a 1 versus 3 scenario. Where'd you go? Jumping in the corner, shut down by TMW, and that is going to be 2-1 now to TEC.Sweden in this search and destroy on Arkaden.
Yes, it is. Like I said, it's very, very well played there. But there you go. Infensus have actually managed to pull back one of these rounds. So they're going to be feeling better about that. They don't want to let this go to TEC.Sweden, and they can't do. I mean, for them to come all the way back would just be horrific.
It really would. We saw Enigma do it to TEC.Sweden twice. And, you know, it would be terrible if they let that happen in the grand final, but we'll change team. Get on board with Infensus right now. They are on attack. I am going to be on board with Brando. Actually, going to be using his ACR. Not actually gone for the bomb. We normally see Brando actually pick up the bomb, but he's obviously going to play a little bit more defensive, try and get some long-range gunfights as opposed to those close-range ones. As he is just going to try and peek up top, but be very surprised to see a Tech player there just yet.
Yeah, interesting to see. Like I said, I'm actually on board with Brando as he tries to just see. You see this over and over again. One of the ARs trying to lock down this top spot here. You know what? The problem is that's a good head glitch behind that green box. So if he could do this, it's going to be interesting. But like I said, they're kind of stalled right now. They're just sort of holding each area. And it's come down to that numbers game once again. I mean, in Search and Destroy, if they can get a few kills, they can push whichever they want. But being attacking side, I mean, to be fair, 2.5 minutes to do anything.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes. And as it stands, we've already had 1 minute of those, and Infensus yet to really even get any map control. They're pretty much still essentially in their spawn. Tech are going to be happy about this, because obviously the more time that goes, the more beneficial that is for TEC.Sweden, as Brando just trying to get some sort of map control up top, but he's very, very cautious. He knows it's going to be TEC.Sweden players somewhere, probably sat in the dirtiest of corners, which he can't predict. But as soon as it gets to the 1 minute mark, you really have to question why Infensus haven't pushed further than they should have done.
Yeah, you do. I mean, like I said, they need to sort of thinking of making a play right now. Like I said, all of Tech are up, all of Infensus are up, and they haven't done anything.
Yeah, they really haven't, although to be fair, now they are making some good ground, but it only takes one player to shut them down, and that is Burns taking down TMW. Brando's going to be very weak as well. Stoltz puts a stop to Burns, 3 versus 3, but Burns is going to call out that there's at least 2 more Infensus players at that A bomb site, so although that bomb is going down, I would expect someone from Tech to launch a nade over there and really shut that bomb down, but no, it actually goes down.
Yeah, that was bad play from Tech. They should have been keeping an eye, really. I mean, you can't let the bomb go down that easy. But wow, Brando almost going down. He's in a bad position now. As Infensus Nixon picks up two, and it looks like he's going to try to march. Actually get shut down by Brando as well. And that's unfortunate for him there, as he was actually weak. But never mind, he got away with it.
Once again, we're seeing another Infensus comeback. I mean, TEC.Sweden 2-0 up. Now they've just let Infensus win 2 rounds back-to-back. Infensus are going to be on defense now. And you've got to once again say Infensus picking up that momentum. It wouldn't surprise me if they took the Search and Destroy now.
Yeah, so we're actually going to jump back on board with the attacking team right now. Let's have a look. On board with Tech, actually, I'm going to switch up. Let's have a look at Tech Marts, actually, and see how he's going to push forward in this game. And we'll actually to guide your attention to the scoreboard. All the players being quite even right now. No standout players for either team.
Yeah, no standout players like we're used to seeing, but Brando takes down Alex Burns, shutting down Nixon with a nade. 3 versus 3, 2 minutes 10 still to go, as Martz is trying to make himself up top, but a few shots fired, and Svan has paid the price for Mart's poor accuracy there, if I'm honest. Stoltz shutting down Svan, Mart's getting a hit marker with the Semtex, and also the stunning nose. He's at the other side of that, going for the wallbang. Oh, please make that shot, that would have been incredible, but no, unfortunately couldn't make it, but he knows the Infensus player is somewhere there, still going for a wallbang. Surely he should have backed off by now.
Yeah, you'd think he would have done, but no, he tries to push, tries to be just too aggressive. Burns now left all on his own, and this is going to be a problem with him because, there we go, Brando shuts him down as well, and that's actually going to put it 3-2 to Infensus.
Infensus on that comeback hype, if I'm honest. And they are looking very, very strong right now.
They are looking very, very strong. And it's interesting to see, but you know what? We haven't been able to predict this at all tonight. I mean, it's gone both ways. You could see Tech pull it completely out of the bag. Infensus just always looks strong. I mean, it's literally incredible.
Yeah, it really is. We'll change team once again. Get on board with Infensus, who are now just 1 round away from advancing towards just being 1 map away from taking this grand final. As I'm on board now with Brando, who's going to be using that ACR. And once again, interestingly, he's actually switched out on this map to an AR as opposed to using that SMG and taking that bomb. And to his fairness, he's currently 5-3, so it's currently working quite nicely in his favour. But 30 seconds gone, yet to see a kill.
Yeah, yet to see a kill. Stoltz in this interesting area again, like you said, sitting up here. He's managed to get up here and he can command a lot of the map here, and they might not be looking for him, which gives him the advantage. If he can pick off 1 or 2 kills up this top area, unfortunately, he hasn't actually seen anyone, but it's a very good point that he's, you know what, just holding up here, because like I said, map control. It's all about map control, and if anyone's going to be in position to just pick off a cheeky kill, it's going to be him.
Yeah, absolutely. Brando actually getting a little bit weak there, if I'm honest, throwing that nade towards the bottom of the Eskies. That isn't going to connect, though. And he is going to come into a gunfight now, but doesn't manage to get any kills. And once again, we're seeing Infensus on attack take it very, very slowly. They just very gradually go up a step by step, and they literally wait till the last minute before they actually dedicate themselves to a bomb plant.
Yeah, I said they're playing very, very slow. I mean, you can't deny it's working for them. I said 3 for 2 in the advantage right now, but no kills to the last minute kind of leaves it a little bit up to chance. Just a little bit of bad positioning could ruin your entire round.
Yeah, Brando just saw someone as well at that burger side. TMW taking down Burns, and this looks like it's going to be very bad for TEC.Sweden. But no, Alex and Mart both getting kills when it matters most. TMW and Nixon in a 3 versus 2 scenario, not in their favour. TEC.Sweden really, really pushing up another game. Mart's taking down TMW. Nixon 1 versus 3. He's going to see Alex in the bottom burger area, shutting him down. 1 versus 2. Oh, wow, if Nixon does this is going to be a huge, huge clutch.
It is, but can Nixon do it? That's the thing. 30 seconds left. It's going to be very, very difficult for him to do anything right now. And like I said, this could go to 3-3 again. He's got to make a move now. He does not have the bomb. 22 seconds. He sees someone at the back there. He doesn't get this kill, though. That is unfortunate for him. As you know what? I don't think he's going to do this now. He gave his position away. They only have to hide. Yeah,
TEC.Sweden can literally just afford to sit in corners if they need to. Nixon knows he's going to be somewhere there. Does see Martz. Can he get the kill? No, Martz managing to outgun Nixon. Very, very nice play coming from him, and that is going to take it to 3-3 once again. I would hate to be one of these players right now.
Yeah, like I said, there we go. Right, we're going to jump back on board with whoever is the attacking team. I think it's going to be... Oh, it's actually going to be Tech. I thought it was going to be Infensus. I got that wrong. Right, let's jump on board with Tech as they go on the attack. I'm on board with Tech Martz right now as he's actually using an MP7 with range.
Yeah, let's have a look at Mart. He's actually gone for a very, very quick plan. Very, very ambitious play. This is obviously something that they've been talking about. Going for a quick rush as a few kills being exchanged. But wow, Infensus now with that one-man advantage. Svarn knows there's someone up top. And if he gets this kill, this is going to be very, very sneaky indeed. But although he really, really has to be very, very cautious. He's not entirely sure how Svarn's actually got up there, being so cautious considering that glass is broken, but he's managed it. So he's obviously jumped on top of that helicopter without anyone seeing him. So that's a very crazy maneuver in a 3-3 grand final to do. But he's managed to make it count, and he's in a very nice position.
Yeah, he is in a very, very good position. But like I said, Infensus, they're not going to be silly here. They know they can wait back. They got to know that bomb is also actually on the bomb as well. So they don't have to really do anything. If they know where it is, they're probably keeping an eye on it. And it's going to be up to Tech to try and, like I said, pick off a kill and maybe make a play.
Yeah, like you say, they know where that bomb is going to be. So if I'm in Fences, I just literally go and sit right next to that bomb. They obviously got eyes on that bomb, and Tech right now not doing the right thing, I'm afraid. Just taking the time. I'm going to switch things up, get on board with Burns, who's trying to make a mad tear up top. But like I said, they're going to know where that bomb is. However, Burns does get heavily stunned and naded, managed to stay alive, needs to anticipate one of those players making a rush as Svarn takes down Nixon. That may have been the player that Burns was very weak from, but it's 2 versus 2, 3-3 in rounds, going into the last minute. And this is a huge, huge map to win.
It's a very, very huge map to win. Like I said, Tech Burns and Svarn versus Infentus, Stoltz and TMW, as it looks like Tech actually have the disadvantage. They haven't got the bomb. They're both up top. They're not in the greatest position to try and do this now, but like I said, it could go either way here. Anything could happen in the next 35 seconds.
It really, really could, as you see Burns being so cautious. But you've got to... I don't think they realise that Infentus know where that bomb actually is as we go into the last 30 seconds. Burns needs to actually do something special, needs to try and jump around the corner. But there was someone top middle. Svarn's taking down Stoltz. Oh, wow, Svarn, what do you do in this situation? He's picked up the bomb. 20 seconds left. Where is TMW? That is the question. He hasn't gone for the plant. He's dedicated himself to the kill. He's actually to his left. He hasn't seen him.
He missed him.
Oh, wow. TMW taking him down. 4-3 to Infensus in that search and destroy on Arkaden, which is going to put the total score right now to 5-3 overall, meaning Infensus are just one map away from taking this grand final. The next map we're going to see is going to be CTF on Bootleg.
Unbelievable. So I actually saw him on Svarn's screen right there, and I think he was just a little bit too late. It was just out the corner of his eye, and unfortunately he didn't see him. TMW was actually able to pick up quite an easy kill in the end. So, you know what, like I said, we're going into the capture the flag here, and Infensus are going to know if they can win this one, they're going to take home the title.
Yep, very, very good position for Infensus to be in. Like I said, TEC.Sweden need to be taking advantage of those search and destroys. You've got to say that was poor TEC.Sweden play. If I'm honest, they just didn't perform well enough. I mean, so many times we've seen them, get to a sort of 2-0 lead and then just completely throw it away. And they managed to claw it back to 3-3, but Infensus just looks so very strong. Next map we're going to see is going to be CTF on Bootleg. And to be honest, I'm going to say Infensus are going to take it.
Yeah, you know what? I think Infensus are going to take it as well. I mean, Tech, they've still got a massive uphill battle. They have to win, out of the next 4, they have to win 3. It can only go that far. Infensus only have to win 1 map. Tech have to win 3. I can't see them doing it, unfortunately.
Yeah, TEC.Sweden just left themselves with a little bit too much work to do, if I'm honest. Infensus, though, really have played well. They played really, really well yesterday. And, they've sort of continued it up. And let's not forget what these guys are playing for. I mean, essentially, first place is going to go ahead and take €290. Second place, €175. So there is a significant difference between those two prize pools. So, TEC.Sweden aren't going to want to give up just yet. But they do have it all to do. And I'm going to hop on board with the PMC team, arguably the better side of CTF Bootleg, and that is going to be TEC.Sweden first of all, and I've defaulted onto Svarn, who's going to be using his P-beam, rushing this right-hand side, going to launch those stuns to see if he can connect with anyone early on, and he does get that stun, doesn't get the double stun there. There is going to be an Infensus player right there, though. Lots of shots fired, needs to throw that Semtex. Ooh, if that connects, that'd be a nice kill, but unfortunately it doesn't.
No, it's fine. Now pushing this up top area. He's looking for that player that got away, and there is Brando taking him down. And Tech actually managed to get all the way as we default onto him. He's in their spawn, but Infensus Brando 2-piece. That's 3 down for them now. Can Tech Marks? He's going to have to go heavy on the defense.
Yeah, Marks is going to have to go heavy D right now, managing to take down Brando. Anticipating this to be another Infensus player there. Fantastic play, Marks. Sit down, Nixon. Great play coming from him. Got that pre-fire just right. As Stoltz takes down Burns, though, and Marks is still going to have to do some defensive work inside the first minute of this CTF bootleg.
Yeah, so I'm still on board with Mark's text file and actually picks up 2 blues. Let's jump on board with him as he pushes up this platform area. And it looks like he's actually seen someone there, so he should be able to pick up this kill fairly easily as he does. And you know what? This is bad news for Infensus as Stoltz is the only one left in a good position.
Yeah, but just as you say that, Stoltz picking off a nice two-piece as they're now on board with Marks. Burns taking down Brando, Marks taking down Stoltz. And now we're going to see Marks try and lock down this left-hand side of the spawns, try and catch a few Infensus players off spawn turn. Oh, wow. That was very, very nice play from Marks. Unfortunately, couldn't get the kill as Brando rushed up right next to him. But if he'd have managed to get that turn on, that would have been epic. But Svan and Alex both rushing towards the flag, the two SMG pairs. Alex with a two-piece, pulling that flag away. Stoltz shutting down Alex, though. And Burns needed to make that kill, but unfortunately just couldn't do so.
Now, I said default back on a tech Mark, so he's actually playing quite defensive for these guys. As he doesn't seem to be moving up that much when they push, which might be actually why they haven't managed to actually lock Infensus back. But as we see now, actually, Infensus doing really well. I mean, Stoltz 5 for 2 at the moment. TMW actually hasn't got killed, though, 0 for 3.
Currently on that donut, although he has actually just got himself a kill, as I'm actually on board now with Marks, who's going to be covering this bottom middle area. He's going to be very, very defensive indeed. Actually not pushing at all. Now going to check that patio area. Good anticipation, but he's got himself very weak and in a bad situation. Needs to check his... Oh, wow, great. Semtex taking out Brando, but I was just about to say needs to check behind him. He's done just that, but no Infensus playing rushing him just yet.
No, there isn't any Infensus playing rushes him, so he has a chance now to actually relax a little bit and just keep out the way, which is actually exactly what he's doing. Like I said, Mark's playing horrifically defensive for his team, making sure that flag does not get away no matter what happens.
Yeah, Mark's doing such a good job on this defensive hype. He's done it time after time, and you know what? He's extremely good at what he does. He's currently 4-1, and that's the sort of score you really want your AR to be doing in terms of his kills to deaths. You don't want him dying that much, as Nixon actually taking down Burns. But March, you would argue he should be being a little bit more aggressive, because this is arguably the better side of CTF Bootleg, but March just really doesn't have much chance to push out of his spawn.
No, he doesn't. Like I said, he probably should go forward a little bit because they can't lock Infensus back with one player basically just sitting back all the time. But let's get on someone a little bit more aggressive. I'm going to try and stay on Svan because he seems to be doing all the moves at the moment. Every time there's a push out, he's at the lead of it, and he's actually going to try and take on Nixon right now. He's in a bad position. Can he get this stunned himself as he goes around this corner? No, Brando takes him out. Brando playing so well.
Yeah, Brando really having a great game, and he's got himself a two-piece for his efforts right there. And let's have a look at default onto Burns now, who's throwing those stuns, throwing those nades, but TEC.Sweden essentially trapped in their spawn on the good side of CTF Bootleg. You can tell pressure is getting to them. They don't want to risk anything that they shouldn't have to. 1 minute 20 still to go, yet to see a flag cap. Do you reckon we could see another stopwatch?
I think we might see a stopwatch, but I don't know. I think Infensus might step it up. Have a look at Infensus Stoltz, though. 8 for 2 on this side. I mean, literally incredible from him. Infensus playing it all to their advantage. Tech don't really have an answer for him, and that's going to actually be bad. If they can't build some momentum and get some map control, eventually their defense will fail, and Infensus will just walk in.
Absolutely. I mean, Infensus will literally, as you say, just walk straight in because Tech are being so very defensive. And finally, Burns now on a bit of a flank. Going to see someone at Chickens. That's Nixon shutting him down. Has to go for the flag. Can't afford really to do anything else. Jumps the corner, pre-firing. That's TMW. He manages to get that second kill as well. Mark shutting down Brando. Stoltz is going to be all by himself. But there is Stoltz once again in that clutch position, shutting down the flag carrier.
Yeah, Stoltz got to be the most valuable player right now for Infensus. He's done so much work, 10 for 2. He stopped the flag, he's pulled off 2 pieces here and there, and he's basically just dictating the game how he wants to get it to go.
Absolutely, as finally Tech pulling that flag away, and you can see Alex is desperately looking for where Stoltz is, but Burns has already taken care of him, so they're looking for TMW right now, but Alex is going to try and lock down the spawn, and I think that may actually be TMW. It is indeed. That is going to be the 4 down. The rest are completely off spawn, and if Alex can get some spawn chopping going on, no need, they didn't manage to cap it. Time ran out. Oh,
that's unfortunate for them. You've got to think that maybe he should have actually run it the quicker way. I mean, he did actually slow down quite a lot looking for players, and obviously that means he couldn't get it in, but he wasn't actually challenged the entire way back there. So, like I said, probably could have run it the faster way. He should have taken the risk, really.
Yeah, you do have to say, should have maybe taken the risk of running the long way, especially when they had 3 down. They were looking for TMW, and as soon as he was seen, he got taken down immediately. But we'll go ahead, change team, get on board with Infensus, who, let's not forget, are 1 map away from taking this EEE Online Tournament Championship. And if they do that, they're going to walk away with a nice hefty price of €290. And to be 1 map away, a lot of pressure on their shoulders right now, but don't expect them to be too defensive. I would expect them to be pretty aggressive right now.
Yeah, I would as well. I mean, like I said, they are actually sitting back more than I thought they would do. I mean, I'm on board currently with TMW, who's actually been pushed all the way back to his spawn by a stun grenade. But you know what? He's got Brando with him. Brando's managed to pick up one kill. Burns is there as well. TMW needs to engage. They need to get some map control and get out. They have a good chance to win this now. They're on the better side. They don't have a flag deficit, but Svan pushes through and kills him.
On board with Nixon now, who managing to shut down Burns on that right-hand side, going for the pre-fire through the door. That would have been a very impressive kill, but unfortunately not to be, as we've just had 1 minute gameplay on the second side. As it stands, both TEC.Sweden and Infensus 0-0 so far. Yet to see a flag cap. If it stays like this, we are going to see another stopwatch in this final. And to be honest, these two teams have been pretty much inseparable. But Infensus, it's this counterplay that they seem to really enjoy doing that is really beneficial for them. Just playing that counter Call of Duty has just paid so much dividends for them in this tournament that it wouldn't surprise me if we just saw a similar thing like this, where they're just going to absorb the pressure, as you can see Nixon doing right now, playing very, very defensive, waiting for TEC.Sweden to push to them. And as soon as they get 2-3 players down, that's when they make their push. They get the spawn trap locked in, and then they pull their flags.
Yeah, they need to do that, but at the moment they're suffering from the same problem Tech did. Because they're not pushing out as fast as they should do, Tech are just locking them in. They're giving them Tech time to keep set out and pushing them back into their spawn. And realistically, they need to be doing the opposite. Infectors need to go aggressive. They need to make sure Tech are in their spawn, wait, control the map, and then they'll be able to get that flag away.
They really do, and now we're seeing Infensus get 2 down. That could be 3 down, but he's heavily stunned, and Nixon gets shut down by Martz. And Tech are going to have to do just a little bit of defensive work until they can get that map control back that they just had. But this is exactly what Infensus do. I mean, like I said, they play defensive, then they get 2-3 players down, they push, they get the map control, then they pull the flags. And it's something that Tech just haven't been able to handle in this grand final so far. But it looks like in this game they're actually handling it a little bit better. They're getting used to how Infensus play. Brando shutting down Martz on that far patio side. And can he get himself a 2-piece? Going to see that play.
I'm actually quite impressed with Brando. Every time I've seen him in this tournament, he just has a really good gun skill. He seems to win the majority of his fights, even though he hasn't gone positive all that much. Like I said, when he needs it, when it counts 50-50, it usually goes to him.
Completely agree with you. He really has played very, very well, as Nixon taking down Svan and getting a 2-piece for his efforts, taking down Alex as well. 2 minutes 13, though, yet to see a flag pull.
Yeah, I know. It's incredible. Like I said, both these teams have quite a passive play style, and obviously neither of them look like they want to take a risk. Like I said, with so much on the line, they both want to win this so much. Neither team looks ready to take that risk. That little bit of risk, a little bit of luck that could mean a win, but like I said, it means we could end up seeing another stopwatch here.
Yeah, and you can imagine how tense another stopwatch would be when Infensus are just 1 map away from taking this championship. And to be honest, I really thought, because Infensus have that cushion of those 2 maps, that they would be the more aggressive team. But it seems like they're just resting on their laurels, playing counter, just trying to do what works. As we go into the last 1 minute 30, you can see Nixon right at the back of his flag, shutting down Svan. And every time TEC.Sweden push, they're finding one of these Infensus players holding right at the back of the flag.
Yeah, they definitely are. And let's jump on board with someone else right now. Brando's actually right by their flag. Can he do something? This could be a cheeky flag pull as he actually drops there and hides. He picks up Burns, but no, Svan is also already back there. They need to push out. Infensus need to do something. They've got a minute left. I think they should go for it.
Yeah, we've seen some very, very scared gameplay from both teams, to be honest. Tech having 2 people on the back of the flag. Flag is pulled, though, by TMW as we go into the last 1 minute. Nixon immediately turning down, but there was Burns. That is a huge, huge kill. And he's got Brando with a nade. Can he find the 3-piece, though? Nixon is going to be just around the corner, firing through the smoke. But where is the flag? It gets returned. Burns with a huge 2-piece.
However, Nixon managed to just pistol whip him there, giving chance for his team to actually get back in action. Brandon is there, but no! Taken down as well, and it looks like Tech have managed to just hold on. Burns going clutch for his team right now, and actually stopping Infensus. That looked like it was away, and he picked up the 2-piece. Stoltz actually getting a 2-piece himself. I think it's too late in the game now to really pull something. Neither team are set up probably.
Yeah, Burns is going to be very, very happy with himself. Having a quick look at the scoreboard as this game draws to an end. Stoltz 17-8, Alex 17-19. But, you know, 0-0, both teams, like I said, we're seeing very, very defensive. No one really wanting to risk anything for a biscuit. It's going to end 0-0, and we're going to see a stopwatch. So, Bricey, for anyone who doesn't know stopwatch rules, would you like to explain them to the stream?
Yes, if you haven't noticed, stopwatch rules will actually be brought into Black Ops 2, so it's a good thing you start learning it now. It sounds more complicated than it is. Basically, it boils down to fastest flag cap first. The match will restart, and the teams will spawn on either side of the map. And then whoever captures the flag fastest, the game will stop. The time will be noted down. They will switch sides, and then, you know, if they can capture it faster, the opposite team wins. However, if the team that's already capped one flag captures another, it's game over. Like I said, it sounds complicated. It really isn't. But you know what? It gets for some really exciting matches. And like I said before, it's actually been introduced into Black Ops 2.
Yeah, it's actually the default way of deciding online public CTF. So it's going to be interesting to see how the public community latch on to our competitive rule set, I guess. It's just something that Von der Haar really, really liked about the competitive rule set. And he said, you know what, that's a great idea. Let's do that. So you can see the way Black Ops 2 is already starting to line up towards the community with just small little things they do like that. But I'm going to be on board with Tech, first of all, on this good side once again. Let's see if they can make anything happen. Let's remember on that lockdown stopwatch that we saw, when TEC.Sweden were on the good side, they didn't cap a flag, neither did Infensus. And on the bad side, Tech actually went in and managed to cap a flag within 2 minutes. So anything could happen.
Yeah, Tech actually has gone really well. They've pushed really hard to begin with. Svan in a position now, but he's getting stunned. They know he's there. I don't think he's going to make anything of this. I don't think he has the support either. But, oh, no, wait. Tech Burns is actually with him. So this could be a flag ball here. If they can lock off this spawn just for a second, he could actually pull this away. But no, he's being stunned heavily. They're not letting him out of this room as Stoltz gets a two-piece, but Alex is there to actually clean him up.
You can see Svan being very patient. Knows there's a player right there. Manages to take down Nixon. Needs to desperately lock in these spawns. However, he desperately needs a bit of support. Svan cannot do this all by himself. He's a great player, but for him to get 3 or 4 down in the enemy spawn is just not going to happen, as Brando has actually pulled the Tech flag away, and I don't think Tech realised exactly what was going on. He seems to have pulled that road. Alex is in a clutch position, but wow, that's a really smart play. But Mark's connecting with the Semtech. Stoltz taking down Alex. Nixon taking down Marks. Only 2 Tech players up, and it is going to be all down to Svan now as he's last alive for Tech.
Yeah, on board with Svan. What can he do? He's the only person who can stop. Thinking, no, he isn't in the position. Looking at them now, this flag can go in. They just need to get it. It looks like Alex is screaming up through the map. He's the only player in any sort of position to stop this. He's taken down by Stoltz, and that's it. Infensus have capped. And ladies and gentlemen, your winners of the EEE Nordic Cup are Team in.
No, that was only the first side, Bryce. That was
really? I thought we already had one side.
No.
Okay, I got that wrong. I'm excited. I'm too excited.
Smooth.
I'm literally too excited.
Bricey.
I was too excited. You know what? The problem is we've seen so many stopwatches and 0-0s. I actually thought that was the second side.
No, that was just the first side.
It's okay.
Just capping it in 3 minutes 30. Tech had all that momentum. So now they are going to have a huge task. But if anyone can do it, it's going to be the stopwatch kings, as they are known. TEC.Sweden will get on board with them, as they have all the work to do. I mean, 1 minute 30 to cap that flag. We'll get on board with PMC. We'll see if TEC.Sweden can do it. Sorry, not PMC, Spetsnaz. And, you know, that was really smart play from Infensus. They really did just wait for the optimum time when Tech were all over their flag, counter pull completely against the run of the play, exactly how they like to play. And now TEC.Sweden completely against the run-of-mill. 1 minute 30 to cap a flag.
Yeah, on board with Tech right now. On board with Alex, as he looks like he's trying to go for this middle. They know they have to be quick, but quick doesn't mean they can take all the risks. But wow, there we go. 2 down already. But you know what the problem is they're going to have is that Infensus are going to actually be able to just hold off this defensive area unless Alex does that. Nixon's the only one in any position.
Oh,
and well, that flag is away, but he is stunned so heavily. Where are the rest of this offensive lineup? No, they've managed to stop that dead there. So close for Tech, and they're going to be really sour about life that they couldn't get that in.
That was their chance there, if I'm honest. Alex with a great PP shot on the back of Infensus flag. And to be honest now, I cannot see Tech doing it because Infensus are just going to set up back of the flag. They have just over 40 seconds to try and make something happen. But, oh, Infensus actually with a team kill. That's going to give Tech a little bit of momentum now as Alex busts straight into the spawn, getting dropped. And time is ticking away. 30 seconds now for Tech to produce something magical. Otherwise, Infensus are going to be your Triple E champions.
Yeah, and it actually looks like they're doing something quite risky. They've actually pushed road really hard, but Infensus, they have dug in now. They are not going to be moved. And Tech Mart's actually leaving the game. They've left. They don't even want to try.
Yeah, they're pretty annoyed. You can see Alex and Burns still continuing. They know that they can't do it. There simply wasn't enough time. They had that one chance right at the start of the game. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be, and that means Infensus are going to be your grand champions for this EE online tournament, taking home €290. Very, very nice prize pot indeed, and they did it in fashion. They managed to win this final 6 maps to TEC.Sweden's 3, and they really did look like emphatic champions.
Yeah, not only do they take home that prize money, but they each get themselves a set of squid grips and automatic entry to EEE2, which we saw the trailer for earlier. You know what? Infensus did look very strong, and I'm not sure Tech should have got out as early as they did. Alex actually made a really good run, and if he had pulled that off, then it would have been horrific.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those calls where he knew that the momentum had gone from the game, and he died. And I don't know, it was just probably rage more than anything, because he thought that maybe they should have had that flagpole where we saw them get massively stunned, and TMW went absolutely huge with that two-piece, stopping that flag going anywhere. I mean, fair play to both teams. That was a fantastic final, one of the best finals I've actually seen on Call of Duty. That was really, really close, really good game. Fantastic play from Infensus, your Triple E champions.
They are, in fact, your Triple E champions. And the winner, our second winner of Squid Grips for the evening, is YCB_Cedar, CEDER, and he is obviously going to get himself some Squid Grips.
Yep, so congratulations, Cedar. You are the winner of the Squid Grip giveaway. But that is going to be absolutely everything from myself and Bricey for this weekend's action from this Triple E online tournament. But don't go anywhere just yet. We're going to show you that trailer once again. But if you had fun and you've enjoyed listening to me and Bricey cast all this time, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. My Twitter is @TVC_Benson and Bricey's is @BryceTacular. I'll type that in the shout box now for you, and I'll let Bricey say their final words.
Thank you very much for watching this. This is actually mine and Benson's final cast for Modern Warfare 3. So the next time you hear us, it should actually be on Black Ops. I've really enjoyed it. Modern Warfare 3, awesome game for esports. And you know what? Thank you very much for watching.